Yeah, I think the audio is fine. Although I might be looping on myself. Let's undo that. Hello, everyone.
Wonderful. Very delightful.
Good evening, and welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 26th of March. Hope you're well. Congratulations to the winning team, who I've forgotten what was the name. Her team name was Impressionable Rate. Very well played, and well done to Toot on taking the high score in the warm-up there. If you enjoyed those questions, thank you to Colo for proving those. I'm going to close off that bonus. 28 people claiming that extra penny. That should have updated the system. Your penny should now be up to date. Thank you very much for the kind words as well on the message from our sponsor, Digital David.
19 months of average quizzing.
19 months of average quizzing. Sterling quizzing, David. Thank you very much for the 19-month subscriptions. Most grateful to you. Yeah, thank you for the kind words on the Sansons, the Danse Macabre. Poem Symphonique, I think is its subtitle, which is slightly pretentious, but it's Sanson, so we let it slide. Playing that in a recital next Sunday, so it's getting there. There's still some bits in the middle, and I realise it's entirely the wrong height to play the piano. And oh, David gifting out a sub to Stephanie's Twitch bot. Hooray! Thank you very much for that. I'm going to give everyone a bonus. Thank David for that one. Yeah, she's got the emotes back, so we can type emotes 57 for another 10 pennies if you want those right there. Thank you again, David, for your generosity with that donation to the bot there. Now she can type all the emojis. How is the Twitch bot? Well, the bot occasionally likes to type emojis. This is from our sponsor, Asabash.
This classy bird, subscribing to this for 32 months? Clearly, I have good taste.
Impeccable taste, Ash. And very generous with your support as well. Thank you very much for the 32 months. Good Lord. 32, that's like one more than 31. That's 3 off 3 years, just to put another way. Bonkers. Why are you a classy bird? I mean, you've always been a classy bird, but why specifically were you a classy? You missed a trick by not saying clashy bird. Because your name is Ash, right? So like your name is Ash, and classy or classy is like you could portmanteau it into clashy bird. Message from our sponsor Claire.
The piano was lovely.
Thank you.
Love a bit of Saint Saëns. We played Bacchanali from Samson and Delilah at orchestra when I was a kid, and it was dead exciting. Anyway, yay, 14 months.
Nice. Thank you very much for the 14-month subscription there, Claire. Very grateful to you. I don't know Samson and Delilah. And Topper will be relieved to hear that I don't know the Bacchanali either, so I'm not going to jump in and play it. But very grateful to you. Did I say it last night? Last 24 hours have been something of a blur for me. So I'm a bit worn out today. So we went and walked the dogs this afternoon. We've foisted Dylan off on a camp for the weekend. So we went to walk the dogs this afternoon, and then went out for lunch, quite late lunch, but it was nice all the same. And a message. Oh, hello! Message from our sponsor, Jogging Chum. Quiz. Thank you very much for the 13-month subscription, and David gifting out 2 subs there to Reese Win and Player 2 Start. Thank you very much for the generosity, David. There's a different sting for you. Thank you for the generosity, and welcome on into Reese Win and Player 2 Start. Welcome to the fan. Blimey, Hype Train level 3 starting. Very grateful. So yeah, we took the dogs for a walk and then went for lunch quite late. So I had a bit of a doze this afternoon. Megs is having a bit of a doze now. So I'm a bit fatigued. And they say last night was not my finest hour, but it was good fun, and I'm grateful to Ash for having me on the channel over at his, and for the fun match all the same. Now I'm a big fan of Sansons as well, but this it was Jonathan Krieg. So expect more pieces that are in next Sunday's recital over the next week of streams at the beginning if you want to get in on a bit of that. I'm going to close off that emotes penny right there. And let me say hello to all. Good evening to Shapes, David, Podo and Colo, DMC and Topper, Oni and Claire. Welcome to Mark and Innes, Listwitz and Prugs, Reese and Lupine, Fernando and David, brand new Halo, Jogging Chum, Curse, Toucan and Derek. Hello to Toot and Free Ruckus and Natter and Pygmy, Tunitin and Clive. Good evening Joe and How Much and Kegler Coach and Quidsface and Dogfish and Bitter Otter and Ash and Lingomaniac and anyone else who is lurking and loitering and lingering in the stream. You're very welcome to be here. Most welcome. Thank you very much for joining me this Saturday evening for a bit of an Egyptian theme. We've got some Cryptex, we've got some Pyramid, got some scheduled Spotlight, and I've got some shelves. Sticking with the S theme. Right, got some shelves put up. So all of my things are over there now, which is nice. We're going to get my Tommy gun mounted next time our guy is round. But yes, everything now in the background, which is quite cool. There's a closer look. Some stuff on the back of the door. And, oh, why does it restart the chat when I go to that window? Don't know. But yeah, they're quite cool. So we've got my Doctor Who models up there. I've got my Sonic beanies. Yorik's up there now. We've got the steak from the production of Dracula that we did back when I was teaching high school. I managed to steal the steak. Also, why I've got a Tommy gun. I stole that from when we did Bugsy Malone. So yeah, that's my shelf going on up there. So I'm trying to keep it so that it's sort of at least a little bit on display. Anyway, I'm ramping on and the evening is getting away from us. Yes, the Bugsy Malone. Someone else said hey there Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I can't remember who asked for that, but I remember it seeing and then forgot it. But yes, the Bugsy Malone, I indeed it, so yeah. That's it, E flat. Yeah, so I've got a Tommy gun from when we did that, and it used to be mounted over my desk back in the flat, but now it's going to go up there just on some pins. But I need to get Phil back to do that. Phil's our guy who does stuff. So yeah, that's all good. Decorating is gradually getting there, and I hope that is showing up. And so it means I'm actually, doing some decorating and making the place look nice. Yeah, we could have been anything that we wanted to be, and then it's we could have been anything, and so on. This goes on forever and ever. We did that at the very end of that. You get you give a little love and it all comes back to you. Da, 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 da. It probably wasn't in that key, come to think about it. But yeah, we did that the last night. We did that because I just sort of keep conducting until I decide it's over. Everyone just keeps singing. We went on for about 10 minutes. Then there would be audience joined in. Oh, it was great fun. It's great fun. So those are the sorts of things I do miss about teaching in high school when you get involved in all the shows. But I keep some memorabilia from all the shows. So I've got a Tommy gun from when we did Bugsy. I wanted to take the coffin from when we did Dracula, but I couldn't get it in the car at the time, so I got the steak. So yeah, I always keep a prop from all the productions. I say all the productions, that's all 2 of them there. So I try to steal something if there are props involved. Anyway, there we go. So that's things on the shelf. We're going to play Cryptex. This is the pack that comes from Oni, and the hype train has concluded there, so that's as good a time as any. Hype train level 2, thank you very much for your generosity. Most grateful to you for your support. Support me here on this little pocket of the internet. Cryptex pack comes from Oni, proof by me. Lovely little pack, very accessible, very fair. In fact, I'll tell you exactly what I said in my proofing notes. No, I won't, because I haven't got it open on this tab. Shame. But I remember saying something along the lines of very accessible, very fair, relatively few changes made. I think I buffed up a couple of the clues, but that was about it. So, without any further ado, if you're ready and... Oh, no, that's the Matrix screen. Wrong button. Probably shouldn't keep those next to each other, to be honest. Although it's quite cool, isn't it? If I do that. And suddenly we're in the Matrix. But yes. Anyway, if you want to play, type in this code. Be fired, welcome to the stream. If I didn't say your name before, I don't think I did, but I forgot to clear it. But welcome to you. Fault. I'm chatting to a fault because we're eating into the stream. I like to start the first game by 8:30. Well, after the supplementary game. So not doing too bad. We'll keep this lobby open for about a minute and a half, maybe. Gold, silver, and bronze available. And, of course, points equal pennies in this game, so not sure what the theoretical maximum is for this game. So that's 350, I think. Yeah, do come join the game. It's 10 pennies per question in the warm-up, by the way, so that's what you would have been awarded there. BC, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you're well. And, yeah, someone needs to remind me if I don't remember when we get to the pyramid. I haven't automated the author or winner yet. I was going to, and then I got stuck into doing something else with Toot, actually, of all people. I'm working on a little thing with Toot at the moment. He's being my sounding board, my creative consultant on a new idea that we've got brewing. So expect to see that in the next couple of weeks. Probably, maybe, possibly. We'll have to see. Stuff 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25, 26 players in so far. I'll give it a few more minutes, see if anyone else wants to come join. Click 3 times. I don't want to click 3 times. Let's see if we can get up to oh, okay, back down to 25. Come and rejoin. Or join. 30 seconds before we get this game underway. No, not play that. What could we play while we're waiting for these last 30? Have I got anything that's 30 seconds long? That's quite a bit more than 30 seconds. No, we'll do that another time. Probably on Tuesday, actually. Oh, we're playing random pieces of Eric Satie. I haven't got Vexations on here. Never mind. We'll do that another time. All however many repeats. Countdown theme. That could be good. I don't know if I've got a countdown on the soundboard. We'll do a ring-a-ding. All right, last call then.
Ring, 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 ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, ring-a-ding, 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 ring, 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 ring-a-ding.
And on that note, let's play Cryptex. So this is one of these auto-running games. Once I press the magic button one more time, the game will take over and I will not be able to stop it. If you're just playing, if you're just watching along for fun, then you're very welcome to do so. If you're just spectating, no drama at all. If you are playing in the game, then make sure you whisper to the bot at all times, and make sure, ideally, you've got a pen and paper or a separate window with Notepad++ or file or something on there just to take some notes. You might find it comes in handy. This is the overview of the game. Round 1 is called Decryption. Every 20 seconds you'll be presented an index number and an 8-letter clue. There are 8 clues in total. These clues will help you to crack the cryptex at the end of the round. Clue and the cryptex share the same letter in the index position. So, for example, if you're given 6, hopping Australian marsupial, the answer is kangaroo, and you want to take the 6th letter of that word and pop it into the 6th slot of the cryptex. After you've had 8 clues, there'll be a 10-second break, and at any time before that break, you may submit the answer to any of the clues that have been revealed, even if they're no longer displayed on the screen. So if you have a sudden brainwave and you suddenly remember number 2, you can go back and enter it. It will still count. Each correct answer is worth 5 points, but any incorrect answers or repeats will cost you a point, so bear that in mind. All of the answers are 8 characters, and it won't be accepted unless you type something of exactly 8 characters. After the break, you need to crack the cryptex. You've got 1 attempt. Cracking the cryptex is worth 20 points, and incorrect answer costs 10 points. The cryptex word will always be a real, valid word. It will not be just a random jumble of letters. So if you're looking at a random jumble of letters, you may have gone wrong somewhere along the line. Whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot as ever, and pen and paper is encouraged. Good luck to you all in this pack of Cryptex from Oni. Enjoy the game. Let's reset the Cryptex. And here we go. Round number 1, puzzle number 1. Artisanal gin brand designed for plant scientists. Probably. 6 letter is what you want. 8 letters long. You want the 6th. Have a little think about that. If you're not so sure, you can come back to that a bit later on. For now, on to clue number 2. Channel 5, originally BBC 2 quiz show that asks, can anyone beat the 5th letter? You may reattempt the clues if you're wrong. So if you get one wrong, you can have another go. Moving on, clue number 3. What you're doing when you're breathing out. Got the 7th letter. Lock in, dot wave. Oh, I see lots of green lights coming on here. A few players up to 15 points. Let's go on clue number 4. Warwick University is on the outskirts of this city. Want the first letter? Warwick University is on the outskirts of this city. On we go. Number 5, I think. 8th letter is what you want here. The best 25% is the top one of these. Top one of these. A couple of red lights creeping in here. You can have another go. Japanese marinated chicken on skewers. You want the second letter. Quite a few wrong lights, red lights cropping up here. Don't worry, you've still got time to make it up. Let's go on to the next one. Manchester suburb where the stadium is old. You want the 4th letter. A lot more green coming in here, which is lovely to see. Well done, well done, well done. And next clue for you. Of pine, fir or spruce, and surprisingly, not balsa. Got the 3rd letter. This is the final clue of this puzzle. Anyone got 8 here? Between you, you've definitely got 8. Lupine and Clive both with 7. Claire also with 7. Dogfish was 7. Clive has got one of the answers that Lupine, Claire and Dogfish haven't. And vice versa. So 10 seconds to have a think, check you're working. I don't think anyone has managed to get all 8, but if you've got enough letters there, you might be able to crack the Cryptex. Minus 10 if you're wrong, but plus 20 if you're right. Do give it a go. Plenty of green coming on here. People able to fill in the gaps with only a handful of clues. Last couple of seconds. Did you solve it? The solution to the Cryptex was caffeine. Artisanal gin brand is Botanist. Channel 5 originally BBC 2 quiz show. Can anyone beat the Eggheads? From where we got the E. What you're doing when you're breathing out is exhaling. Exhaling from where we got the N. Warwick University is on the outskirts of Coventry, from where we got the C. Best 25% is in the top quartile. Quartile, where we got the E. Japanese marinated chicken on skewers is yakitori, from where we got the A. Old Trafford is the Manchester suburb, or the stadium certainly is. And softwood of pine, fir or spruce, but not balsa. Balsa wood is a softwood, but not a softwood, in the words of Stephen Fry. At the end of that round, very high scoring. But no one getting a max, curious to see. Colo, Lupine, Claire, Dogfish, Innes all picking up 55. Clive and 2 on 54. Top is on 49. Fernando 44, Mark 4 and BC and Shapes and Derek and Reese all on 43. We'll go on to the second puzzle. Starting with 6th index. Lord Byron's only child and said to be the first computer programmer. Good sea of green to start this puzzle off. Oh, lingo, bad luck. Disappointingly mild, either in temperature or enthusiasm. 3rd letter. Clive's there. A few more creeping in now. Nicely done. Maybe you can go back and solve previous clues. If you suddenly have a brainwave and remember one of the clues from earlier on, it will allow you to do that, but remember you do lose a point if you're wrong or if you repeat anything. Going back to your roots, directionally or bound in a 1993 film. E flat. And so on. 8 letters again. 7th letter is what you're after for the Cryptex. Town in Derbyshire, responsible for a lovely raspberry jam and almond tart. What have I spilled on my piano? Is it cigarette juice? It almost certainly is. It smells like cigarette juice. And on to the next. It's a violation if you pull on it in the NFL. but using it might do wonders for your skin or at limiting the spread of a certain virus. Virus. I don't know why I said that like Boris Johnson. Control the virus. Virus. It's like all one vowel. Virus. On we go. Half of a Victorian bike or a quarter of a penny. Second letter, you might remember this from the Escape Artist second half of this clue. I think this came up in the Escape Artist on Tuesday. Or possibly last Saturday. I think it was Tuesday. Lots and lots of green here. Heavy in pungency for cheese, heavy in potency for beer, heavy in power for people. Lovely clue, this one. You want the fourth letter. Few people having a think and getting there eventually, managing to work it out. Just one more clue in this round. A famous Lothario or Andorra's 2008 Eurovision entry. You want the first letter. Clive is the first to get 8 out of 8 in this game this evening. Very well played. Clive should have the answer to the Cryptex in front of him now. Shapes as well now, picking up 8 as well. Claire missing the mark there. And now 10 seconds to check your working. Remember, the answer to the Cryptex, solution to the Cryptex will be a real word. Can you piece it together from the answers that you've got? 20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. Solve the Cryptex. That's what we like to see. Lots of green. Any more for any more? You're going to risk it? Have you got enough clues to risk it? Quizface going wrong. Wrong direction there. No one else going to take the risk. And that is time up. The solution to the Cryptex was Cakewalk. Lord Byron's only child was Lovelace, Ada Lovelace, from where we've got the A. Disappointingly mild is lukewarm, from where we've got the K. Going back to your roots, or homeward bound, from where we've got the W. Down in Derbyshire is Bakewell, from where we got the lovely Bakewell tart. Face mask was violation if you pull on it at the NFL, where we got the other K. Half of a Victorian bike is, of course, a farthing or a quarter of a penny, or penny farthing. Heavy in pungency for cheese, potency for beer, power for people is strength, from where we got the E, and that famous Lothario was Casanova, from where we got the C. That's the end of puzzle 2, and at the end of the first round, Clive has the lead of 114, Toot in second with 109, Colo and Lupine and Innes all on 105, Shapes with 103, Dogfish and Fernando 99, Derek and Reese and Mark all on 98, and Jogging Chum on 87. That concludes the top row, and that is the end of puzzle 2 and the end of round 1. Let's go to round number 2. I get emotional just thinking about that piece of music. I'll play it more later on when we're not on an auto-playing game. Round 2 is combination. Identical gameplay to round 1, but each clue is now a combination of 2 words. Ending of the first word is blended with the beginning of the second, and at least 2 letters will overlap. So, for example, you might be given poker hand of 5 hearts and bar bar black blank. That would be flush plus sheep. Overlap at least 2 letters to get an 8-letter word mash. For example, flush sheep, and then take the letter in the second index. A little bit harder to get the clues in this round, but remember you can still note down the index for the Cryptex if, say, you know half the word. If you know half the answer to the clue, you could still note that down. It could still be useful come the end game. The Pokemon round. Yes, indeed, the Pokemon naming round. Indeed so. So, you know the drill. Exactly 8 characters. Make sure you whisper to the bot. And let's reset the Cryptex. Anytime you like, computer. I can never judge a minute. A little minute to catch our breath here. If you'd like to just go. I should probably put this on a ball, shouldn't I? So I have to press a button to continue. There we go. So, round 2, let's play. Bird used as slang in Australia for a fool, and best of all time animal, also known for its cheese. We want the 6th index. I've certainly worked out the second half of that. And a few people working out the first and the second half there. Remember, even if you only know one half, you could still get something useful for the Cryptex later on. Have a think, it might come back to you a bit later on, as it's done there for Topper and for Clive. Next clue, 1969 Ken Loach film about a boy and his bird, and a US magazine and British gentlemanly title. 3rd index. And on to the next. 2nd largest city in Czechia, or the Czech Republic. And the mischievous young boy in Fireman Sam who doesn't have the surname Conquest. You're on the 5th index. Can you merge them together? On to the next. London International Cricket Ground and Arbor, Rhondda and Syhowie are these in South Wales. Arbor, Rhondda and Syhowie are these in South Wales. Mashed up with the London International Cricket Ground. Take the 7th index. What can you do with it? Fewer pips being lit here, but it's possible people are knowing half a clue and noting stuff down, saving themselves for the Cryptex later on. On to the next. To moisten a chicken during cooking... Fucking hell. To moisten a chicken during cooking and German mugs for serving beer. You want the 4th letter. On we go. Italian for a female deity and pretty in a Sex Pistols song, or an empty property or facial expression. So double clues on the second half of this one here. You want the first index if you can work it out. Couple of greens, couple of reds. Why are you leaking? Is it the change of temperature in here? I think it must be. Penultimate question here. The meat of a baby pigeon, culinary speaking, and a bottomless cavern and a quietly nihilistic Persephone's chair game. You want the 8th letter. And your final clue. Gaseous chemical element, or gaseous chemical element, atomic number 10, and a one-piece pajama known as kigurumi in Japan. You're on the 2nd index. Mark has got a full board. Innes has got a full board. Very well done. And a reminder that the solution to the Cryptex will be a full word, a real 8-letter word, not an answer smash. Okay, the solution to the Cryptex will be a real word. 20 seconds to solve it, 20 points if you can work it out, -10 if you're wrong. Solve the Cryptex. Clive's in, Innes is in, Mark is in, Lupine's in, Shape's in, Colo in, Toot in. Any more? Yes, a few more coming in now. Dogfish and Derek managing to solve. Anyone else got enough information? David has solved it with just 2. Maybe he knew some, only half clues there, but he has got the 20 points there. The solution to the Cryptex is destroys. Drongo and goat was the clue there. Kesquire, Kes and Esquire. Brno and Norman. Ovales, oval and valleys. Based and Steins for base steins. Diva and devacant. And squab and abyss for squabbis. And finally, neon and onesie for neonzy. That is the end of puzzle 3. Bit of a change at the top here. Innes with 165, Toot 164, Clive 159, Mark 157, Lupine 155, Colo 149, Shapes 147, Derek 146, Dogfish 139, Fernando 114, Reese 108, Jogging Chum 102. Remember, points equal pennies in this game. Let's go on to puzzle number 4. Remember, the solution to the Cryptex will be a real word, not a mashed up word. Starting with the last name of Sparkly Twilight Vampire and a slow tempo, musically speaking. The 4th letter. Okay, there we go. First place, and courage or a bundle of fibres. 2nd letter. Remember, at least 2 letters will overlap, but it might be more. It won't be 1, but it will always be at least 2. Next clue. First 5 books of the Hebrew Bible and the 1997 Rammstein hit Do. I can't sing it because that would give the answer away. Do you know it? Rammstein. I haven't listened to them for ages. On we go. Italian stuff past the dish and Stradivarius's instrument. You want the 5th letter. DVD Smith breaking the 100 barrier. Seem to be quite a few more likes coming on this round. Gravy brand that makes you say ah, and a currency used by Slovenia pre-Euro. 7th letter is what you're after. Having a bit of a think on this one. Unfortunately, I think the first half of that clue is probably easier, certainly was for me, but that doesn't give you the Cryptex clues, sadly. Next clue, family of Jin and Heihachi in Tekken, And a large screen cinema technology. You want the 6th letter. That's clue. I keep going to play my glasses, forgetting I'm wearing contact lenses today. Brent Spiner's character in Star Trek The Next Generation, and the protagonist of the Driver video game series. You want the 1st letter. I knew this one. I proved it. As does DVD. Oh no, DVD Smith has got one from earlier on. No, I'm solving that one there. Number 1, okay. A few more seconds to think about it. Here's your last clue. A native of Paphos or Nicosia, possibly Paphos or Nicosia, and a tiny 9th letter of the Greek alphabet. 3rd letter. Tweet managing to pick up 7 here. Lupine's got 6. 20 seconds to have a little think about this now. Remember, this will be a real word solution to this Cryptex. 20 seconds to solve it. 20 points if you're right, minus 10 if you're wrong. Can you solve it? Mark is there. Lupine, Apodo, Liggett. Wow, lots of people getting in on this one. Lots. Oh, but Clive going the wrong way, losing some points there. Bad luck, Clive. Reese has managed to find it. Listwitz has managed to find it just from a fragment of clues. Claire's got there as well. The solution was diplomat. Very well played if you did get that. Colento, Cullen and Lento for the first one there. A winner and nerve. A winner is you. Winner for the next one. Tora and Hast. Du hast. Tora hast. Ravioli and violin. Bistola. Bisto and Tola. Mishima and IMAX. Mishimax is what we needed there. Data and Tanner for Daytana or Datana. Finally, lovely mash here, Cypriota, Cypriot and Iota. That is the end of puzzle 4. And at the end of round 2, Toot has the lead with 219, in is second with 210, and Lupine in third with 205. Mark just behind on 202, Derek 191, Dogfish 1, and Colo both 184. Shapes 177, Clive 164, Fernando on 159, Reese 143, and Jogging Chum 137. Which one didn't overlap there? Good point. Brand new Halo. Yes, they should have done Tora and Hast. That's I didn't catch that. Apologies for that one. Yes, that was a 1-letter overlap that I've missed in proofing. Huge apologies for that one. Good spot as well. To get you into proof. Yes, that one's on me for missing that. So apologies. Round 3 is simply called Cryptex. In this round, crack the Cryptex as quickly as possible. Do not submit answers to the clues, only crack the Cryptex. Remember, if you submit anything of 8 letters, and I think I fixed the bug where it was accepting it in public chat, then it will take it as your answer. The beginning of the round, the Cryptex is worth 55 points. Clues revealed every 15 seconds, and each clue revealed drops the value of the Cryptex by 5 points. You have only 1 attempt. An incorrect answer will earn you 1 point for each letter in the correct position. So even if you've only figured out a couple of the clues, still write them down, and do submit something towards the end, because you do get points. Good luck. Category is language. Possibly a language. But language is all you've got to go on here. Unsurprisingly, no one going for the solve at 55. Oh, and I'm wrong. BC has gone for the solve at 55 and has missed. Cryptex now worth 50 points. Currency of Brazil, 4 letters long. First letter. So the first letter of this is being revealed right here. Toot has gone for glory and missed the boat, as has Shapes. Getting a couple of points, but not solving. 45 points now available. Giving you the second letter, country to the immediate east of Romania. This is 7 letters long. You want the second. And it's going to stop doing them in order now and jump over to number 7. Cryptex worth 40 points. Dogfish first to solve, picking up 40 points. Very well played, as is Derek. English name of the largest city the Arno River flows through. It's 8 letters long. You want the 7th. Dropping the Cryptex to 35 points. A few more misfires coming in here. The London Eye is in this borough. It's got 7 letters. You want the 3rd. 35 points now available for solving the Cryptex. No, okay, we'll drop it to 30. Autonomous region of Portugal in the Atlantic Ocean. 6 letters, you want the 6th. Oh, Shaped. Bad luck. Another attempted solve there. Mark is getting through, picking up 30 points. Nicely done. Turkey's second largest city. 6 letters, you want the 4th. 25 points now available for solving the Cryptex. Second largest city. Lingo attempting getting some points, but not getting the answer. 20 points now available. 2018 Winter Olympic City, 11 letters. You want the 8th. Final clue. Lupine just getting in on 20 points there. West African country formerly known as Dahomey. 5 letters, you want the 5th. This is the final clue, so now it's a chance to solve. If you get it, you get 15 points. If you don't, you get a point for every letter in the right place. Claire has got there. Now 10 points. You've had all the information. Give it a go. Remember, you get points even if you haven't solved it. You will get points for every letter in the right place. Ines has got there. Fernando has got there. Give it a go. Give it a go. Worth some points. Even if it's just a couple. The solution was Romanche. Real is the currency of Brazil. Country immediately to the east of Romania is Moldova, the Republic of Moldova. English name of the largest city is Florence. The London Eye is in Lambeth. Autonomous region of Portugal is the Azores. Turkey's second largest city is Ankara. The 2018 Winter Olympic city was Pyeongchang. And the West African country formerly known as Dahomey is Benin. Let's reset the Cryptex. Mark has the lead. Category is cheese. Anyone going to attempt for 55 points? Go up the London Eye. Oi! That works, Derek. No one attempting cheese for 55 points. Topper has, but he's missed the boat. Toreador sport for cruel people. 12 letters, you want the 7th. 50 points if you can solve it from this. Wow! Fernando! Solving for 50 points. Very well played. 45 points now available. And Podo taking 45. City by the Sea in 2016 Oscar-winning film with 10 letters. 4 points. Look at all these souls coming in at 45 points. Derek, Mark, both picking up. Colo picking up 45 points here. Let's drop it to 40. 2015 Paddy McGuinness game show with 9 letters. You want the 5th. Goodness gracious me. There is still a point between 1 and 2. And Lupine has solved as well. Just 11 points and 12 points behind second and first respectively. 40 points for solving this cheese-based conundrum now. Next clue, Greek muse and wind instrument. 8 letters, you want the 2nd. A couple more people getting in on a solve here. Dogfish there now too for 35 points. We'll drop this another 5 points down to 30 points. Singer, whose biggest hit was 1988's Toy Soldiers. 7 letters, you want the 1st. We're going a bit quiet now. First letter could be helpful if you know that one. Herbal liqueur, fictionally claimed to have been developed by French monks. 11 letters. There was another solve. Didn't see where it came from. Very well done. 25 points. There's Jogging Chum. Paper and ink school chemistry experiment. 14 letters. You want the 8th. 20 points if you can solve now. Penultimate clue this. One more clue to follow in just a moment. And here it is for 15 points. English Midland fictional town, setting of the George Eliot novel of the same name with 11 letters. You want the 6th letter. There are no more clues to reveal. Chance to take a guess. Points for every letter you have got right, even if you don't solve the Cryptex. Do give it a go. Clive has got there. 10 points if you can solve it now. Give it a go. You might be right. If not, you might still get some points. Gotta be worth a go, right? The answer was Manchego. Toreador sport for cruel people. 12 letters is bullfighting. Manchester by the Sea is that Oscar-winning film. Benchmark was the Paddy McGuinness game show. Calliope is the Greek muse and the wind instrument. Martika was the singer whose hit Toy Soldiers was their biggest. Benedictine is fictionally claimed to have been invented by French monks. Chromatography was a paper and ink based experiment. Middlemarch, the setting of the George Eliot novel. Okay, point between the top two, resetting to 55 points, and the category is process. Lots to play for in this, and they've got some very tight scores here. Lupine has gone for 55 and he has missed 50 points now available. Waxy substance found in a whale's digestive system. 9 letters, you want the second. BC firing and missing. Death or glory, gotta be done, Lupine. Lingomaniac having a go, not getting there. It's a process we're after. 45 points available now. Computer software no longer available from the original manufacturer. 11 letters, you want the 7th. Dogfish, another one in the top 5 having a go and missing for 45. No, they've got to get in there early to try and get ahead of Derek and Mark. Not worked out today. 40 points now available. Somerset Town with Music Festival. 11 letters, you want the 5th. I was looking to Innis maybe now. Has he got enough points to jump up? And Podo solving for 40. Derek taking 40 as well, which means Mark needs to solve. In fact, no, that's it. Derek's taken the win. 35 points now available. Shoulder blade, 7 letters. And there's Mark picking up 35, just one clue later, but he does lose the lead. God, what an exciting finish. 30 points now available. In film writing occurs before a screenplay or worst case blank. 8 letters, you want the 3rd. Thanks, Dogfish. Take care. Have a good one. 25 points now available. Making illicit alcohol in the Prohibition era. 11 letters, you want the 8th. Still playing for pennies, remember? Points equal pennies in this game. Next, remember after a process, 4th letter needed here. Medical care that increases quality of life without being a cure. Apologies for the typo in life there. 10 letters long. And final clue for 15 points, not quite a close friend. 12 letters, you want the 6th. Have you got enough information to solve this Cryptex? Now is the chance to do so. Remember, get points for every letter in the right place, even if you do not get the whole Cryptex. 10 points for solving now. Quiz face is there. Any more for any more? There we have it. The solution was smelting. Ambergris was the waxy substance in a whale's digestive system. Abandonware is software no longer available from the manufacturer. Glastonbury, the Somerset Town with the music festival. Scapula is the shoulder blade. Scenario is what occurs before a screenplay. Bootlegging is the making of illicit alcohol in the Prohibition era. Palliative is the medical care that increases quality of life without being a cure. And acquaintance is not quite a close friend. That is the end of the round and the end of the game. And at the end of all of that, a very exciting photo finish. And it did come down to a single clue difference. Derek just a nose ahead of Mark there. Derek finishing, getting the gold medal on 3:16. Mark picking up the silver 3:12, and Innes a valiant runner-up with the bronze medal in 3rd place. Very well played, everybody. We will convert those points into pennies for you, and that should all happen automatically in the computer system now. This is one of the games that has got that in place. Very many thanks to Oni for a lovely, lovely pack there. Very well thought out pack. I thought it was very accessible and really well thought through. So yes, thank you very much, Oni. Very grateful to you as ever. 100 pennies will be coming your way when we roll these credits, as well as the North credit. And of course, congratulations must go to Derek. First time player. Well, you pretty good for a first time, I have to say, Fernando. 259 pennies on a first Cryptex appearance is really very well played. So kudos to you on that one. This is, how old is this game now? Must be a year. A year coming up here. I watched the Da Vinci Code and thought, let's make something cool out of the only good part of that film. Is the story behind it. We'll change after the credits. Oh, free rock, it's not at all. Hey, it's not the win, it's the taken part. And hey, you got yourself 48 pennies, that's better than nothing. Yeah, and of course one gets better the more one does it. I think this is a very particular type of skill. It's more crosswording skills. Yeah. Who would have thought something good would have come with Mr. Brown? I must confess, I did quite enjoy the Da Vinci Code when I first read it. Age 16, probably. I quite enjoyed it, but it was easy to pick up and read, I suppose. I mean, it's good mindless escape. If I'm on holiday or something, I'm just sat by a pool on a beach. It's really good mindless escape because I know the plot, I know what's going to happen. It's very predictable, but it's quite easy to read and just sort of disappear into. So I recognise it's not exactly high quality literature, but I enjoy it all the same. I enjoy it for what it is without any reservations. Anyway. That is the end of the first game, and just after 9 o'clock. So, we'll go for a short break. I'm going to grab myself another cider. Yeah, because it's Fruity cider season has started. The clocks go forward this evening, so fruity cider season is upon us. After the break, Clive of Legend will be entertaining us with his Pyramid Pack. Yes, very much. Yes, indeed. It is time for
Fruity, 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 fruity.
cider season. Fruity, fruity, fruity. Yes, indeed. So yes, Clive going to be entertaining us as we continue our Egyptian theme. Given the weather, it's quite warm. Feels a bit sort of Egyptian heat at the moment. It's probably not as hot as all that, but it's been lovely today. Dave, you have some wine. Good plan, my dude. So yes, Clive entertaining us with his Pyramid Pack. That's going to be coming up after the break, and then a bit later on we are going to be having some scheduled spotlight. Aaron, hello, welcome back. Yes, I've got the fruity button. Good to have you with us, Aaron. Hope you're well, my dude. Welcome to the stream, just in time for some Pyramid. Gonna roll these credits, get myself another drink, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you again to Oni, and congratulations to Derek. You are our Cryptex champion. I must confess, when I fired up Cryptex this evening, I'd completely forgotten what the theme tune was like, so it was a pleasant surprise when I heard its sad, dulcet tones on my ears. It is a nice theme tune. Anyway, after this very short break, we will be back with The Pyramid, as written by Clive. Do hope you'll join us for it. Quick ad break and some jazz in the interim. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. back to the second part of Game Night this evening, where it is time for The Pyramid, as written by Clive. The tiles are prepared. In the game show that is so complicated, not even the creator is fully 100% versed on how the rules work. That's not true, I do know how they work, but I sometimes forget things. Welcome to all the new people joining NPL Dart, I see your name in chat. Okay, so I just want to talk just a little minute, actually, just before we go on, because there's something I've been reading on Twitter about people who lurk in the stream. I am very grateful, as I always am, to lurkers and people who just want to watch and people who don't want to chat and don't want to engage. I am aware that due to a programming quirk, you know why? Because I've talked about this controller app that gives out all the pennies and whatnot all the time. This logs everybody. The first time someone messages in the chat, it logs them. That's how I'm able to say hello to everyone so quickly. It's not scrolling down the chat. I've just got to read out of all the names here. But it also logs when people whisper to the bot. And it occurred to me over the course of this last week, and it's just been brought into sharp relief here, that it also logs when people just whisper to the bot. So people aren't necessarily typing publicly and maybe don't want to have a public hello or anything. So maybe that's something I should probably change. And I just say that because there's just two names that have come up, one of which is a name I've not seen for a little while, both of whom are very welcome. One of them is now typing in the chat. Welcome, Riff. But I just want to say hello to this person, but not publicly say hello, just in case you're wanting to have a look. You're very welcome to do that. But that's just a thing, just so I am aware. And I just sort of wanted to open that up to the floor. I mean, I don't know how people feel about that, because there seems to be a lot of... I'm having a sensitive conversation, dog. Tex has decided to bark. It must be feeding time. So yeah, I've become more aware recently that people may not want to... If people are spoken to by the streamer, they may feel obligated to type in chat, and if they don't want to. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter here. But if people would feel more comfortable if I didn't track when you whisper to the bot, if you're just claiming pennies, that's completely fine, and we won't do that. Oh, that's probably a very good idea. Oh, yes. Hello, Keshi. It is Keshi. It's so good to. So I saw your name, Carl. I thought, now that's a name I've not heard for a long time. I did my Obi-Wan impression in my head. Not wanting to out you if you were wanting to look. That wasn't the intention there, Kesh. Apologies if you felt obligated to sort of out yourself there. But it is wonderful to see you again, and welcome back to the stream. That's all fine. It's good to have you here. We won't labour on your absence, but I'll just focus on the positives. It's good to see you. Very welcome to come play the pyramid if you want, or you're welcome just to sit and look. So, larger conversation sort of at work regarding something that I've just seen happen on here. So I just wanted to bring that up. But welcome all our new people to the stream. Let's go back to this view and let's load into Clive of Legends question pack on... the pyramid. Oh, I've got all of my sound buttons on this one. Cool. Let's give you a code. IIKL. Ickle. Yeah, proofs. To that point, I mean, from when I open the app is generally the last thing I open before I press start streaming. And then from the time that app is open, anyone who types in the chat, their name is logged and it's highlighted in green. Once I say hello to all the names, I press a button and it keeps the names there but puts them in white. So it's only really people who've been around from the start of the stream. I'm not keeping any details. I mean, it is effectively just a succinct list of the players in the chat, but also the players who have whispered to the bot at any point. So it is just there as you say, with the best of intentions, with a means of saying hello to people. But I'm now starting to think actually I should make it just so that it's either indicate the players who have whispered, maybe highlight them in red, or on my view, or just drop them entirely, because I should really only be talking to people if they are publicly chatting. Maybe I don't know how people feel about it, because I'm a chatter. Generally, if I'm in a stream, I will try and chat. I very rarely lurk in streams. If I'm there, I say hello, but I recognise not everybody thinks like me. So just sort of a social etiquette question, I suppose, on a Twitch etiquette question that I want to make sure I'm doing right by everyone, and I don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable if I'm saying hello to you and you're feeling like I don't really feel like talking, but then you're feeling obligated to talk, as I maybe have just sort of done a bad example of showing there. But yeah, anyway, and speaking of which, Jack, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Goodness me, that's quite a lot. 9, 18, 27, 30, 34 players. Wow. It's quite a few. It'd be good if we could fill up column 4. A couple more people want to jump in. Want to jump in and fill up column 4. This is Clive's question back, as is Clive's won't. There may or may not be a hidden message in this. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I know that is something that Clive likes to do from time to time. So see if you're able to spot anything, maybe. And hello, Topper. Welcome to the game. I'll give you another 30 seconds. Yeah, what was I going to play while we were doing that? I was going to do. I don't know why I'm playing it in this game. That's a horrible sound. Okay, I'm done. Right. I think it's still G minor there. And I'll tell you the bit that gets everyone crying in that film is when Shadow, spoilers for the end of Homeward Bound by the way, is when Shadow comes over the hill at the end and you just get this, it's all gone, it's a very sad low sound, and then you get this sort of horn effect. It's not quite as high as that, but go back to the piano. Yeah, watch Homeward Bound. If you've not watched Homeward Bound, you must go and watch it. Mrs. Flush is here with a dinky dog. Hello, dinky dog. I'm going to put you onto big cam. Hey, yo, dinky dog. Hello. He went for a big walk today, and he found some deer.
Did. He ran.
He ran.
He ran far.
So he's very tired now, aren't you? Big yawn. Oh,
I did not get the yellow t-shirt memo.
Oh, if you did not. Come here. Oh, who's my big puppy? Yes, he's a big dog. Mrs. Flush is here to say hi. Mrs. Flush is feeling a bit tired as well, aren't you? It's been a stressful few days.
Long.
Busy day today. Oh, my cuddly dog. He's my teddy bear. Yeah, not so dinky anymore. I might have to go back and watch some of the older VODs where he was tiny and say, look how small you were. Yes.
We took him into our favourite pub today. It's literally just up the road from our house. And the landlady there saw him and she just sort of went, you grew!
Yeah.
You've gotten big! And we were like, we know
we haven't been in there since
but we haven't,
January.
you know, because when you live with them, you don't notice it, but he's getting to be a big boy.
Have you been eating fox shit again?
He has been outside eating some kind of feast. I think it's cat shit as opposed to fox.
Oof.
I don't think we've got foxes in our garden, but yeah, he had dinner and then went out for pudding.
Oh, I love you, Dexter.
Dogs are disgusting.
Right, are you going to hold him while we play the pyramid?
I'm going to go get my jammies on and bring up a chair.
Okay. Can I get you to take this here animal away? Oh, having a big wiggle. Right. We'll see you both in a while.
Well, you won't see him. You might see
I see him. Might see Mrs. Flush.
It's so hot in here.
It is hot in here. It's always hot in here.
Because you're in here.
It's you. Right, let's get on with this game. Is it muted or just me? I hope it's not muted. Otherwise, we've been talking to ourselves for a while. Yeah, it's hot. Mrs. Flush thinks it's hot in here because of me. Heard all the flirt. I think we're allowed to flirt. Married people flirt occasionally. Right. Huh?
You have to.
You have to. Yes. have to. Right, I haven't got a hairband in, so my hair's sort of going everywhere. I might just put it in because I'm aware it's getting hot, which means it's not sweeping back quite as well as it should do. Let's band up, so to speak. Yeet. There we go. Right, shall we play? I've been whittering on long enough at the start of this game, but 35 players is nice to see, so let's lock it up and begin. Thank you, Clive. Genuinely, that does mean a lot to hear people say that, because I do have a lot of self-consciousness about my hair. Particularly when it goes long, so I'm aware it gets very greasy very quickly. But I did wash it this morning, so it's a good hair day today. Thank you. Hair long down to my conditioner. Not the conditioner, just the shampoo. We don't condition because it's greasy enough shape, so it looks too shiny already. So I don't condition, but I just do a double shampoo every couple of days. Is about what we want to go with. So here's how to play. The 4 fastest players to answer each question earn a slot on the game board. When the row is full, these players then compete for the available slots in the next row. But beware, if you choose to answer and are incorrect, you are prevented from earning or keeping a slot on the row. Keep playing though, as all players earn points for correct answers. At the end of each row, the highest scorers will claim any slots that were left vacant by unsuccessful players. Ties are broken on total response time. Players who initially earned a slot but subsequently lost it will not be eligible to earn a vacant slot. And the 4 players who reach the top will progress to the final. Simple as that. Long and short of it is, if you have got your avatar on one of the tiles, you might want to think twice before answering. If you have not yet got onto the tiles, then you might want to think twice before answering, because if you get it wrong, you can't get onto that row unless it's on a second chance saloon. If it is the last tile of the row and you haven't got your avatar up there yet, you might as well attempt it, because if you don't get on at the end of the 4th tile, then you won't be able to continue. Polka Dots, good time zone to you as well, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. And let's play... Pain. Wrong button. Let's play the pyramid. And a reminder, all these questions come from Clive, and you should, as David is telling us, whisper to Persephone's Twitch what full answers required, though I can override answers if I deem them to be correct, but the computer does not. Good luck. Here is question number 1. Which B is the sport Germans play with a feather ball? Only a handful of players attempting this one, 15 in total. Let's have a look at the correct answer, which was badminton. Feather literally means feather, so what we call a shuttlecock, they call a feather ball. Really makes you think. Thank you very much to Clive for the extra trivia on these questions as well. He's furnished us with remarkable details. If you gave me badminton, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Oh, a smattering of correct and incorrect there. We've got some badmintons and we've got some baseballs and some basketballs and a tennis. Unfortunately, if you gave me anything other than badminton, it's off to the shadows. Plenty of green though, so the fastest 4 will get a slot on the Eye of Horus tile. Let's take a look and see who was fastest. Mark was first, Lingo was second, Kegler was third, and Shapes was 4th. Very well done, you 4. You are through to the next row, unless you get a question wrong. So from this point on, you 4, if you don't know it, you might want to sit it out. Just a thought. Let's go on to the next question. It is the fist bump question. Take a look. What U can go before girl and funk to make the titles of UK #1s for Billy Joel and Mark Ronson? Light your yellow if you played. Wow, 33, vast majority of the players giving this one a go. The correct answer was Uptown, not unappealing or upholstery. Ukraine Town, or Ukraine Funk possibly. No, Uptown, as in Uptown Funk, is what we were after there. And if you gave me that, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red.
Ukraine.
Sea of green. Everybody who attempted it, give me a right answer. Very nicely done. So we don't need to put anyone to the shadows, but we'll make the noise anyway. So it's only the fastest 4 though can get onto this fist bump tile. Let's find out who they were. Toot was fastest, Oni was second, Aaron was third, BC was fourth. Very well done, you are through to the next row, unless you get one wrong, in which case you will be eliminated. To the shadows, where you can still answer from. On we go to the owl question. Owl question, 4 of you need to get through. Have a look at this. Puptown Funk. What's up, dog? Very nice. What Y was coined by Jonathan Swift to describe a race of human-like brutes in Gulliver's Travels, and today describes the world's 3rd most popular search engine? We've got... yes, tis that, very good. 30 players attempting this question here. Let's see, the correct answer was... Yahoo, with or without a question mark. Yeah, it belongs to, it's below Bing now. In fact, it functionally is Bing now. Also, Uptown Girl was Billy Joel's only #1 in the UK and the 19th biggest selling single of the 80s, also in the UK. So if you gave me Yahoo, either with or without an exclamation mark, you will go green. If not, you're going to go red. And again, a sea of green. All 30 players who attempted getting it right. Let's see who was fastest. So fastest 4. Gonna get a slot on the owl tile, and they are Innes, Derek, Jack, and P-Fired. Very well played. You are through to the next row, unless you get this last question wrong. Now, everybody who is not yet on the row, you might as well attempt this question, because if you don't get onto the tile on this question, you will be sent to the shadows anyway. So if you're on the row, only attempt it if you know. If you're not, this is your last chance to get through on the auto qualifier. Good luck. We go to the bowl question. Take a look at this. What M is the surname shared by a comic creation of Caroline Aherne and the stage name of comedian Paul Martin? And 20 players attempting it, including some players who do not already have a light on the rows, so they will be going to the shadows in a minute. For now, though, the correct answer is Merton. Caroline Aherne played...
The dog is possessed.
Yes, he is doing a possessive thing, isn't he? Caroline Aherne played Mrs. Dorothy Merton on the self-titled mock talk show. Her question to Debbie McGee: so, what first attracted you to the millionaire Paul Daniels? Placed second in a poll of best comic one-liners. Paul Martin changed his name to Merton on joining Equity, naming himself after the London district where he grew up, because of course the rules of Equity are there can't be 2 members with the same name. David Tennant did something similar. He was David McDonald, and he says, where'd you come up with a new name when you're 16? So I looked in Smash Hits. That's where he came up with David Tennant after Neil Tennant. Unrelated to the question, but tangential note. If you gave me Merton, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Lupine going for Mickey and Riff going for Mumsy. Might worth having a go on that last tile of the row, but unfortunately not the right answer. I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. So 4 spaces remain. We've got more than 4 correct answers here, but only the 4 fastest can get through. Good luck to all 12 of you in green. The fastest 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... or 9 of you, I should say, in green. The fastest 4 were... What did you say, Jogging Chum? Did you get that one wrong? I can't uncondone. Oh, Merton Merson. If someone said Merson, I can't uncondone. If it got through the spell checker, then it's just a quirk of the game. I can only turn wrong answers right. I can't turn right answers wrong, which is probably a flaw and probably something I should look into moving forward. Anyway, fastest 4 were Keshi, Claire, Quizface, and DMC. If you did put Merson, Jogging Chum, then it's good. Karma's come back round there, and you will be eliminated anyway. Very well done to you 4. There are no spare spaces on this row, so I'm afraid everybody else needs to go to the shadows. So, Even if you are in the shadows, do keep playing, because on this row you get 2 points for every question, and if there are any blank tiles at the end of the row, you could get a second chance saloon, so definitely worth playing. Plus you get 10 pennies for every correct answer that you give throughout the duration of the game. So looking at the 16 players on the bottom row, you're now battling it out for 4 slots on the chick tile. This question is worth 2 points. Take a look at this. On marrying a 324 metre tall world landmark, to what E did archer Erica Labrie change her surname? "27 players having a go at this one. The correct answer was Eiffel. She founded a society for people attracted to inanimate objects and previously had a 20-year relationship with the Berlin Wall. I'm not going near that. Not going near that. If you gave me the answer Eiffel, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Oh, Claire and Riff going for Empire. Claire, Empire is not the right answer. I'm afraid you are going to be sent to the shadows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of our remaining 15 players gave me the correct answer to that. And if you're one of the fastest 4, you'll go on to the chick tile, and you are Oni, Derek, Innes, Jack. Very well played. You are through to the next row, unless you give me a question wrong, in which case you will lose your slot. On we go then to the mosaic tile. 4 spots available. Take a look at this. What tea did a Milton Bradley sales manager say was sex in a box and only became a success after Johnny Carson played it with Eva Gabor on The Tonight Show? 19 players having a go at this one. The correct answer was Twister. Twister. Yes, the inventors allegedly had the mantra "clean mind, clean game, dirty mind, dirty game." So yeah, there we go. Some information about Twister there. And if you gave me Twister, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Tambourine and theremin amongst the wrong answers. Oni! Oh, Oni, my darling, you had a slot on the tile, but I'm afraid you're now going to lose it. And you're going to give, that means there will be at least 1 second chance saloon, but only you won't be able to claim it on this row, even if you're one of the high scorers. Bad play there. Should have sat on your hands on that one. King of the Shadow Realm. Yes, you go to the shadows and your name is going to be red. I'm afraid we have to put you there now. And only getting that rare red name for the remainder of this row, which means only, even if he is one of the high scorers at the end of this row, will not be able to re-qualify in the second chance saloon. So one fewer player for you to worry about if you're looking at that second chance slot, which is now opened up. We're not going to get one on the mosaic, certainly not for now. We've got Keshi, Quizface, Toot, Aaron P. Fired, and Mark. 6 players battling out for 4 slots. Let's see who was fastest. Mark, then P Fired, then Keshi, then Jack. Quizface and Aaron not quite quick enough, but remember there is that second chance saloon available to the player in the shadows with the highest score at the end of the row. If you are not in the shadows already and you are not already on the row, you might as well attempt this 2 reads question, because if you don't get on the row after this question, you'll be sent to the shadows anyway. Good luck. Here is the 2 reads question for 2 points. Yeah, it's definitely come up before too, but it is a rarity. Which A surpassed Boeing in 2019 to once again become the world's biggest maker of airplanes? "31 players attempting unsurprisingly a popular question to attempt. Might as well have a go at the end of a row, unless you're already through. The correct answer is Airbus. Airbus. And if you gave me Airbus, Aaron, I make plate. If you gave me Airbus, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Aeroflot, Aerofleet, and Aeroflot. Wrong answers, I'm afraid. 2 players already in the shadows. BC is going to go to the shadows prematurely. I'm afraid that is a wrong answer. Off you go. So, the fastest 4, we've got 6 with green lights: DMC, Quizface, Shapes, Aaron, Kegler, and Lingo. 4 of you will be happy, 2 of you will be distinctly unhappy. Let's find out who was fastest. Shapes, then Lingo, then Aaron, then Quizface, DMC, and Kegler. Unfortunately, you did give the right answer, but you have not been fast enough, so you have to go to the shadows. However, this is the part of the game where the quirks begin to kick in. We have got a blank tile up there on the first tile of row number 2. We do need to fill that before we go on to the next row, and it will go to the player in the shadows with the highest score, apart from Oni, who doesn't have the highest score anyway. There's a few 9s dotted about. I see Nata with a 9, Lupine's got a 9. Who else has got a 9? Proogs has a 9, Topper has a 9. I think that's just the 4. Oh, Brand New Halo as well has a 9. So there's 5 players with a 9. The player who spent the least amount of time answering questions will be able to claim that tile. And that player is Lupine. Welcome back. Not managing to get in on the first row, if I recall correctly, but you have managed to get in on row number 2. Very well played. Only you've lost that red light, so you will be eligible for second chance saloons as we go up to the next row. The one read question then is worth 3 points. Take a look at this. Which sea was a figure in Greek mythology, cursed by Apollo to make accurate prophecies that nobody would believe? And just on the previous question, Airbus held the title for a decade until Boeing took it in 2012, then retook as Boeing faced a number of cancellations in the wake of the 737 MAX crashes. So thank you to Clive for the extra information there. 18 players attempting the one read question. Let's have a look at the answer. It was Cassandra. Depending on the version of the myth, she either promised Apollo for favours in return for the gift and then went back on the promise, leading to the curse, or he gave her the gift unprompted and then got all pissy when she didn't fall in love with him. Good old Greek mythology. If you gave me the answer Cassandra, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Rodney's wife, yes indeed. Calypso, Celeste and Copernicus. Wrong answers included there. You're already in the shadows, all you 3, so no drama. Everyone else give me the right answer. Let's put you back in the shadows. 4 tiles up for grabs on the one read tile. 4 spaces rather up for grabs on the one read tile. Let's look at the fastest 4 players. They are Toot, followed by Innes, followed by Derek, followed by Aaron. Very well done, you 4. And we are once again at the end of a row on the clef tile, so if you're not in the shadows, do give this one a go. If you're not in the shadows and you're not on the row, you might as well attempt this one, because if you don't get on the row, you'll be gone at the end of this question all the same. Let's take a look at the clef tile. In which O's 2019 revival did Ali Stroker play Odo Annie, becoming the first actor in a wheelchair to win a Tony Award? Just 23 players attempting this one. The correct answer was Oklahoma, where the wind is coming down the drain. Oklahoma, where the rain is sweet. Something like that. A cavalcade of first, really. She was the first actor in a wheelchair to appear on the Broadway stage, astonishingly late in 2015's Spring Awakening, and then the first to be nominated and first to win for Oklahoma. If you gave me Oklahoma, you're going to go green. If not, no exclamation mark will be fine. Yes, accepted either or, Bitter Otter.
Was it Oklahoma we went to see when they had a lynch mob at the wedding?
It was.
It was.
Yes.
It was Oklahoma.
They did a revival of Oklahoma at our local, the Chichester Festival Theatre, just up the road from us. And during the wedding scene, I'm assuming it was on purpose and not by accident, they sort of did the dance in the style of a lynch mob, which was...
Literally, they had torch and pitchforks.
It was
really unsettling.
It was really interesting, because it's quite a cheery song in that scene. It was quite a contrast, a dichotomy of feeling. I wasn't particularly blown away. I don't love Rodgers and Hammerstein, though. Was it Rodgers and Hammerstein?
I don't know. It wasn't.
I'm gonna have to look that up, so I'm gonna really see. I'm pretty sure it was Rodgers and Hammerstein. Oklahoma, yeah. Oscar Hammerstein II of Richard Rodgers. I'm not a great lover of their stuff, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, I'm labouring on a point. If you gave me Oklahoma, you go green. If not, you go red. Ooh, that's a lot more reds come up there. Oliver Oz Oliver, 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 Othello. Oliver, 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 Oliver. Ooh. That's a good song. Unfortunately, if you gave me anything other than Oklahoma, you are going to be sent to the shadows, and there's quite a few players in the light at the moment who are going to get the short, sharp thrift treatment. Hit short, sharp. You go to the shadows.
Ben has broken.
And my, look at this. We have only got 4 players with a green light who are going to take the slot on this short, sharp shock. That's what I'm after. Thank you, Mark. We're getting boned. Mark, P5, Shapes, and Jack, you are going to earn a slot on this cleft tile. Let's put you there now. It's Mark first, then it was Jack, then Shapes, and then P5. Very well done to you for joining Toot, Innes, Derek, and Aaron. And unfortunately, it is just Keshi left in the light, not on the row. I'm afraid we have to put you into the shadows, Keshi. So, no spare tiles at the end of this row, but remember, this final tile, the arm tile, it is the end of a row, so all 8 of you who are still in the light, you might as well attempt this one. 4 points for a correct answer. Good luck. Here is that question on the arm question. That question on the arm question. Shut up, Ben. What S is a mandarin-like citrus fruit, first exported to the West by the Japanese province from which it takes its name? What a lovely question. You know this one? Have you looked at the answer?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
So the answer's on that monitor. What would you say? You'd say... Mrs. Flush thinks Satsuma. The correct answer is... Satsuma. Very well done, Mrs. Flush. Of the 29 people who played, if you gave me Satsuma, you'll go green. If not, you got to go red. Sia, Sakuro, Shinji, Shikoku, Sumo orange, and Sukuka, sorry, are all incorrect answers, I'm afraid. It's all players in the shadows already.
Sumo orange.
So it's a guess, isn't it? It's the end of a row. Might as well guess it.
It's a guess.
Let's put you in the shadows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 8 of you who are in the light got this one right, but only the 4 fastest can get through. Good luck. Fastest 4 were Toot, P5, Shapes, and Derek. Very well done. You are through to the final. Commiserations to Jack, Aaron, Innes, and Mark, tripping out the final hurdle, but I'm afraid it's the end of the row and you are not on the pyramid, which means you have to go to the shadows. So here we have our 4 finalists, and they've all been here since the first row and stayed on the pyramid. Very impressive when we see that. But yes, all 4 players in the final have clung to the pyramid from the very beginning, and good luck to them in the final. Of course, the rules are the same in the final. We still have that second chance saloon available if we don't manage to fill a row, and there's 5 points available per question, so do keep answering, and remember, 10 pennies per correct answer given in this game. It's time for the final. Let's rotate the pyramid. And there we have it. Derek, Toot, Shapes, and P5 all on a battle up to the top of the pyramid now. Each row, as you can see, because the pictures are now full pictures on tiles. Pictures are on a full tile, so a row is now 1 question. So we've got Horned Viper, a reed. No, it's not a reed. It's a cane. Horned Viper, cane, and the bulb or the sperm, depending what mood I'm in. God, that sounded dodgy. So those are 3 tiles we're trying to fill. Only 3 of you can fill them. And as before, if we do not manage to fill that row, we will go to the second chance saloon of the players playing from the shadows. Good luck. The droopy sword. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh yeah. It's a sword if you think of it from that way around. Tadpole.
That sounds dodgy as well, to be fair.
Droopy sword and tadpole also not sounding great, according to Mrs. Flush. Let's have a look at the first question for the final. According to Australian lottery officials, which P is the star sign most likely to win big on the balls? I suppose it's appropriate on the tadpole question. Let's release those big money balls. 32 players attempt to get. Also, meant to say, Satsuma Province is now part of Kagoshima Prefecture. There's debate as to whether the Satsuma originated in Japan or China, but the fruit was definitely first brought to the US by the wife of US Minister to Japan General Van Valkenburg, who sent them home in 1878. On to the star sign question. According to the Australian lottery officials, you're most likely to win if you are Pisces. Pisces in 2020, 14.3% of Division 1 winners were Pisces. In contrast, Cancers were the least lucky, taking home only 5.3%. And if you gave me Pisces, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Point from Kegler Coach. Kolo, that is what I would call phonetically plausible, so I will allow. I'll allow it. Kolo. Where's the condone button? There it is. Have 5 points. Phonetically plausible. So yes, let's make the magic red light go away. And there are 3 slots available, 4 correct answers. Doesn't come down to points, it comes down to speed. Who was fastest? Good luck. It was Toot, then Shapes, then Derek P5. You've just been beaten to the mark, and I'm afraid you have been eliminated, and it's off to the shadows. Next question, a leg and a lion for 5 points. Race between Toot, Shapes and Derek. Good luck. Here is the question. David Steele was the final leader of which L, a political party that merged with the Social Democratic Party in 1988? Players having a go at this one. The correct answer, do you know? It was a Liberal Party.
I was going to say Liberal.
You're going to say,
no.
The Liberal Party was the answer. And if you gave me that, you go green. If not, you go red. Oh, a few Labours creeping in there. Labour, Liberal Democrats and Libertarian. I've got no trivia on this. Clive, I would defer to superior knowledge on this one. Liberal Democrats, I have answered as Liberals, the Liberal Party. I'm assuming Liberal Democrats would be wrong. Libertarian, I'm not so sure about. What do you think, Clive? I'll look it up. The Liberal Party of Australia. Lib Dems is what they became. Aha. So given the question was phrased, final leader of which L? Yeah, Lib Dems. Okay, so we can't allow Lib Dems on those grounds. And Libertarian, I don't see anywhere that liberal is short for libertarian, so I am not going to allow those answers. No, as Claire was saying, libertarians and liberals are not the same things. So Liberace, for the sake of it. I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. We have got 3 correct answers. 2 Shapes, Derek. It's a race onto the leg and the lion. Who was fastest? Imagine the Liberace party. Derek was first. Shapes was second, and Toot, you have been knocked off the pyramid. Player 2 start. Welcome to the stream, Toot. You have been knocked off the pyramid. You won Cryptex. I think you won Cryptex. Did you win Cryptex? No, you didn't win Cryptex. Who won Cryptex? I can't even remember. Help me out here. It was Derek. Derek won Cryptex. Derek won Cryptex, didn't he? Yes, he beat Mark in the last second. So is Derek going to do a double? Oh, it could happen. Derek versus Shapes. But of course, Toot has got the lead of points. So if Toot gets this one right and these 2 get it wrong, then it will be Toot likely to get the second chance saloon. Of course, if Toot doesn't get it right, if none of the 3 get it right, and someone else in the shadows does, we could have a steal at the end here. Very, very possible. Toot, though, for now, I'm afraid it's off to the shadows. Derek and Shapes, advantages with you. Not the highest scores, but you have survived. You've clung to the pyramid from the first row. Can you get to the top? Only one of you can. Would it be either of you? Good luck on the ASP question. Here it is. If you want to see lots of pyramids, skip Egypt and travel 221 kilometers north from Khartoum to the ancient city of Meroe, where roughly 200 of them lie in wait. In which modern-day S can you find Meroe? And just 21 players attempted this, including both Derek and Shapes. The correct answer was Sudan. Meroe was the capital of the Kingdom of Kush. Clive just said leave it. Until collapsed in the 16th century. Today, Sudan has the world's largest collection of pyramids, with over 200 compared to Egypt's 138. Like the compound interest question had children a little bit. So, if you said Sudan, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Syria, 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 Serbia. I'm afraid they're all incorrect answers. I don't know why I sang that. Me, welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you're keeping well. So, looks like you're both correct. Let's put everyone else in the shadows. And it is going to be a straight race between Derek and Shapes to the top of the pyramid. Good luck to you both. Who was fastest? It was Shapes! Derek! You have been denied the double this stream, and Shapes takes the victory at the top of the... Holy shit in the chat from Shapes. Enormous GGs to you. Let's just take a look at the Pyramid Champions. This is Shapes' second victory in the Pyramid, which will put him into tied second place with Innes and Toot, with only Derek there denied his fourth Pyramid victory by We Like Shapes. Derek, I'm so sorry. You've got to go to the shadows. Which means we all hail our Lord and Master, the Pharaoh of the Pyramid. Congratulations, We Like Shapes. You have scaled the pyramid. Enormous congratulations. Second victory up the pyramid there, Shapes. Very well done to you. And this is a game I haven't automated yet, so I do need to manually add you on. We Like Shapes is the winner. And very many thanks to Clive of Legend, a wonderful author, for this pack right here. Lovely question pack there, Clive. Very accessible. And I hope everyone else enjoyed it as well. Let's award those medals right there. Add on the pennies and the credits for Clive. And, of course, the medal for and the place on the leaderboard for Shapes. Yay. Good game. Good game. And, again, very many thanks to Clive for that. Yes, you get pennies, 10 pennies for every question you got right in the audience game. So they will be added on when the credits roll in just a moment. So, it's time for scheduled spotlight. It's not spontaneous, it's actually on the docket. It's part of the running order. The niche trivia quiz, which has been written by lots of different members of the community. I have tidied up the database. I have not added on the the automation of it. So again, I will have to do that in the controller app afterwards, but that's fine. Final pack with no one entered on zero. Yeah, lovely little pack there, Clive. Really lovely pack. Yeah, did anyone spot Clive's hidden message? Sorry if I sort of spoiled that ahead of time. I just got excited about it, Clive. Can we have a game of spontaneous spotlight afterwards, please? I'd love to play a game of spontaneous money box at some point, but I'm aware the clocks go forward tomorrow. I've also got to go to church in the morning, and that's at the same time. Church time doesn't go forward. Buy me tacos, please. Yes, buy Clive some tacos. Full address and phone number in the Discord later on. You can get him some tacos. I think he deserves some. Right. Very quick ad break, and then it is time for scheduled spotlight. And then I'll see how I feel. Well done to Shapes. Congratulations. You have scaled the pyramid. And then go away, because right after this very short break, we will be playing Spotlight. Niche trivia written by many different members of the community. Don't touch that dial, we will be right back. Third part of game night tonight on Saturday the 26th of March, where it is scheduled spotlight time. None of this spontaneous nonsense has been planned for to be fair, it's been pushed back from a previous one. I think it was meant to be when I was in Iceland, or possibly when I had my appendix out, I had to move it back. So making up for it here. It is time for Spotlight. If you have not played before, it's a game of niche trivia where, where we learn lots and we have a huge amount of fun. And despite the seriousness of the game, it's not all that serious. Not one of the more serious ones, but hopefully we'll all have fun with it. And if you want to play Spotlight tonight, type in this here code, VXFG. Quizzle Effrontery raising the bar. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. Hope you're keeping well. This is a game you can join. Very exciting, fun game. Thank you, Kashi. I think so. This is a game you can join midway through. So if you're sort of AFK but want to have a go a bit later on, you can sort of drop in and out. So how it works, we'll pick a player to put into the spotlight. They will be in control of the game, pick the categories. The objective of the game, sort of a tangential influence by 5 questions, I suppose here. At all times, you must have 2 out of 3 answers correct. And if you have done that, you can stay in the spotlight. As soon as you get 2 out of 3 incorrect, then you are eliminated, ejected from the spotlight, and somebody else is brought in to replace you. The spotlight center score is slightly different from the points accumulated in the wings. So there's gold, silver, and bronze medals available for the highest scoring players in the wings, and 5 times your score goes out to you in pennies. The score you have in the center of the spotlight resets every time a new player joins it, and is separate from your wings score, I suppose, but that is the score that goes on the leaderboard. And I think you might get extra pennies. You get that many pennies in addition to your wings. So if you can finish in the spotlight, leaderboard awaits. After 6 rounds of questions, whoever is in the spotlight goes to the final and will face a further 5 questions based on the categories that have been seen earlier on in the game. And these are written by a combination of authors. If any authors are present, then you won't be able to answer your own questions, but you will get 20 pennies, I think it is, or possibly 10 pennies for... No, it must be more. Is it 10? You get some pennies for every... if your pack is used, and you get 3 points, so you won't be able to answer it, and you won't be able to answer if that question is used in the final either. Those are the rules, very simple. If you are all ready, I think we should pick a player to come and join us in the spotlight. Digital David, you're the first player in the spotlight this evening. Type something to the bot to confirm that you are here, and then our game will begin. And David, you get first pick of the categories, which tonight are 69 by Oni, Doctor Who Matt Smith Era by Top One Gaming, Australia by Sam is Acidic, Drinking in France by Zeus, Festivals by Prugs, Conventions by the Lupine One, Ice Ice Baby by Cola Cola, and Belgium by We Like Shapes. If the controlling player is in the spotlight at any point, they will not be able to pick their own pack. Likewise, if a new player has to come into the spotlight, and the author will never be drawn into the game if their pack is currently active. So none of these packs look like they belong to you, David, so you've got a free choice. And we're starting with Conventions by the Lupine One. So Lupine, you will get certain number of pennies. I genuinely can't remember how many it is, but it does, this bit of it at least does automate the author bit. So those pennies will be going to you. You get 3 points in the game, and you will not be able to answer these questions. If you want to play your Joker on Conventions, you get 1 Joker for the entire game. You don't have to use it. But you can do if you like. You can't use it in the final. If you play a Joker, you get 2 points for every correct answer. Even if you are in the spotlight, you get double points. But if you get it wrong, you lose a point. Final thing that's worth adding, abstention has no penalty, even with the Joker played. If you have the Joker played and you abstain, there's no penalty. If you get it wrong and you have the Joker played, then you lose a point. Only if you're in the spotlight does abstention count as a wrong answer. So if you're in the spotlight and you do not submit an answer, it will count as an abstention. Is that a repeat, Colo? Right. Good spot. Let me get rid of that then. Will it let me do it from here now we've picked the category? Let's find out. No. I may be able to do that next time. That may be stuck there now. I think I can only do it at the... We'll find out if I can do it in a minute. But we're going conventions by the lupine. Failing that, we'll just have to say we can't pick G. Yes. If you want to play your Joker, it's 3 exclamation marks into the chat, and you need to do that now. Actually lighting up here. And only Kashi choosing to play a Joker on this round. So A, B or C will be the options. David, the category is conventions. Let's go to the question board. And your first question. Gallifrey 1 is a convention focusing on which sci-fi series? Is it Battlestar Galactica, Doctor Who, or Star Trek? Answer now. I'd love one, thank you. You're very kind. Sorry there's no direct feedback to players. I don't blame you for trying to attempt to answer more than once. B, Doctor Who, Gallifrey, of course, the Time Lord's home planet there. If you gave me B, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Plenty of green in this opening here, nice to see. And David off to a strong start. Let's go back to the board. Question 2. The UK's National Exhibition Centre is closest to which of these cities? London, Birmingham, Manchester. Answering now. The answer is B, Birmingham. The NEC, also the NIA, also in Birmingham. I've been there a couple of times. Birmingham is what we wanted, and if you gave me that, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. David 2 for 2, which means he will definitely get to pick the next category. A few more red lights going on there, but still plenty of questions to come. Let's go on to question number 3. Which of these furry conventions was the first to break the 10,000 attendee barrier? Furry Weekend Atlanta, Midwest Fur Fest, Anthrocon. Answer now. There is generally an easy, medium and a hard question in each of the packs as well. Here's my furry trash question. And the answer was, once again, B, Midwest Fur Fest. If you gave me B, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Thank you, sweetie.
Hello.
Wow, David, 3 for 3. Strong play in this opening round. Only a smattering of green lights around the wings there. Very well done, David. You've got through conventions without dropping a beat yet. So let's go back to the category board. Just before you pick, though, David, let me see if I can re-roll that Colo category that's a repeat. So we're trying to swap G, which is Ice Ice Baby, which is number 6. I probably could have done it before, but I pressed the wrong button. Is that a repeat? Because that feels familiar. Can someone... Yeah, this is the Lupine said as well. Okay, we'll press it again. Junior Eurovision by Dogfish. We'll go with that. I don't know what's going on with the database here. So I don't know if it was a repeat, but it wasn't flagged or something. Toot said that's a repeat. I'm going to leave that one there because I don't remember seeing that one. But something must have happened. All of the balls got unflagged, and I've obviously missed a couple going through here. Shape saying, is that one a repeat as well? I don't remember that one coming up. Oh, too late now. We're not going that way anyway. Someone did, I can't remember, it might have been a Podo actually, who did do a bit of a binge and went through and gave me a big list of them, and I went through and I corrected them. But it's possible either I've misflagged the list or there are some games that have been that didn't come up. I'm not sure. Right, Dogfish saying it's come up a few times but nobody has selected it. There we go. So yes, because if they're not picked they get cycled back into the database. So I don't know if that Sporting Hat-Tricks is now going to be flagged. I'll have to check that afterwards. Problem with using an internal database, as Ash was discussing on his stream, he has a global cloudy database. All of mine tend to be local. We are going for Doctor Who Matt Smith era by Top 1 Gaming. So top of 3 points to you plus some pennies. Might be 25. I honestly can't remember. I think it's 25. It might be 20. If you want to play your Joker, 3 exclamation marks into the chat. Now. This is where David activates the multiplier. And a few others as well. Shapes and Natter and Proogs. And Clive and Lupine as well. Popular category here, quite a few people jokering up on this one. For what it's worth, this is probably one I would play my Joker. Maybe you don't have to play your Joker, and you do lose a point if you're wrong. Good luck. Matt Smith, era Doctor Who. Here's question number 1. In Matt Smith's first full episode, The 11th Hour, what did the Doctor dip into custard and eat whilst talking with Amelia Pond? Was it Mars bars, was it carrots, or was it fish fingers? Answer now. The answer is C, fish fingers, fish custard. Have you actually tried it, David? Is it any good? I don't think I've ever tried it, but I do remember that opening scene being an absolute cracker. I was sold on Matt Smith very quickly. It took me about 5 episodes to warm up to David Tennant, and then he was my favourite. Matt Smith got me straight away. I was very pleased with Matt Smith. Peter Capaldi took me a while, and Jodie Whittaker's not really settled with me at all, I have to say. But yeah, fish fingers is the correct answer, and if you gave me C, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red.
It's the kind of thing you'd have as a pregnancy craving, I always
think. Is it a lot of pregnancy craving food?
A fish finger and custard would definitely be a pregnancy craving. Like, it would be the kind of thing you'd send your husband out in the middle of the night. Get me custard now!
Fish custard!
Get some fish fingers while you're at it. So.
To be fair, Clive, yes, I blame the writers as well. Chris Chibnall has not done a particularly good job with the latest few series. I, for what it's worth, really enjoyed Flux, so I thought the ending was weak. But yeah, the latest series, Flux, I was very disappointed. I was generally quite impressed with, but the previous 2 have just been complete non-events. And it's not because Jodie Whittaker's not a terrific actor. I mean, she's great, and she did Broadchurch, and she did that episode of Black Mirror. She's really good, but Doctor Who, I think she's been let down by poor writing. Anyway, I'll stop talking about Doctor Who. If you gave me a right answer, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. Strong start for most players, including David, taking himself up to 5 points with that Joker being activated as well. Let's go back to the question board. Initially credited as Eye Patch Lady, which associate of the Silence kidnapped and watched over Amy Pond as she gave birth? Was it Madame Vastra, Madame Kovarian, or Madame Lem? Answer now. And the answer is B, Madame Kovarian. Madame Vastra was the Silurian, I almost said Slovene, no, the Silurian or Silurian lady who formed part of the Paternoster gang. Madame Lem, I'm not sure, maybe an older Who, it may be something I'm just going from my memory, but Madame Kovarian, season 6, played by Frances Barber, who's recently said some not great stuff on Twitter, so let's not go into that. Scorecam, welcome to the stream. Yes, the lesbian Silurian. Very nice indeed. If you gave me B, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red.
Lesbian interspecies Silurian.
Yes.
Yes.
Quite a few more red lights up there, but David staying strong and sticking with his green right there. Going B for every question has an 80% success rate so far. Nice. That's RNG doing its thing. David, you're going to definitely get to pick the next category. Let's go back to the final question of this round. Who played Clara Oswin Oswald, the Doctor's companion from mid-series 7? Alex Kingston, Jenna Coleman, Michelle Gomez. Answer now. Time up. Alex Kingston was River Song, Michelle Gomez was Missy, and again B plays well. It was Jenna Coleman, formerly Jenna Louise Coleman, later changed her name to Jenna Coleman from I think series 8-ish onwards. Jenna Coleman is what we're after, and if you said that, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. No drama there for David. 3 for 3, in fact 6 for 6 now on this opening play. Very strong play in the spotlight through 2 categories, David, and you now get to pick another one. 69 by Oni, Australia by Sam, Drinking in France by Zeus, Festivals by Proust, Junior Eurovision by Dogfish, or Belgian by We Like Shapes. what's next? We are going for festivals by Proogs. Proogs pennies have been awarded and 3 points going your way as well in the game. And if you'd like to play your Joker on festivals, it's 3 exclamation marks into the chat now. Claire, DMC, both activating Jokers here. Brand new Halo is 2, as is P5. So just the 1, 2, 3, 4 players activating Jokers on this one. So of course this game gets harder and harder as your favourite categories perhaps disappear, but let's see what David can make of this. It's festivals by Proogs. Let's go to question number 1. Which UK city normally hosts multiple festivals in August, including book, film, jazz and blues, art and international festivals alongside the Fringe? Is it Edinburgh, Newcastle or Manchester? Answering now. Pretty sure it'd be the Edinburgh Fringe. It is indeed a Edinburgh. Shall we get it up for old time's sake? Oh, someone's beat me to it. Thank you, Lupine. Yes, there's the Edinburgh moment if you've not seen it. Always worth a look in. Edinburgh was the right answer. If you gave me A, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. That's not quite... No, yeah, to be fair, Clive, that was a bit of a jump. But we'll have a conversation about the relative pros and cons of Stephen Moffat's writing at another time, I'm sure, and I dare say Mrs. Flush would want to get in on that, and you could both gang up on me. Nothing. You could both gang up on me and tell me why I'm wrong. If you get me A, you go green. If not, you go red. Plenty of green going there. David, solid as a rock as he approaches the halfway mark. Let's go to question 2. I've got a Vashta Narada up there somewhere. I'll have to dig him out for you. Question 2. What is the name of the farm which hosts Glastonbury? Is it Hearty Farm, Meaty Farm, or Worthy Farm? Answer now. Hey, who turned out the lights? It won't focus on him. If I move myself out of the way, maybe it'll... No, it's not going to happen. Worthy Farm is the answer. The farm in... Where is Glastonbury? Is it Somerset?
Stop asking me things.
Someone tell me where Glastonbury is. I want to say it's Somerset. It is Somerset. Pog. I got something right. If you said Seaworthy Farm, you go green. If not, you go red. I don't know why the spotlight button's in the middle. It really needs to be on that button there. David, you're going to get to pick category number 4 as well. You are storming through these. Excuse me just a moment while I just load up the stream deck, because that's really bothering me now. Thank you. David is yet to miss a question, and he's 2 through on the next round, on this round, so we'll get to pick the next category. We'll check out the wing scores at the halfway mark in just a minute. For now, here's question number 3 on festivals. The village of Bunol in Spain hosts which annual food fight festival each August? Is it La Sangre de Toro, Las Uvas Rancias, or La Tomatina? Answer now. It's a La Tomatina. La Tomatina. C is what we're after, and if you gave me that, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Blood of the Bull. Thank you very much, Bitter Otter. Is that what it means, La Tomatina? Tomatina, Blood of the Bull. Possibly. That would make sense. David! Good God. 9 in a row without missing a beat. You are absolutely flying through this. You're on 12 points because you played your Joker already, and you are inching ever closer to that Spotlight final. 3 more categories to get through before you can get there. Let's just take a look at some of these wings scores. How are we doing? Shapes on 11. Lupine's on 12. In fact, David is leading the way in the wings as well. 12, as is Lupine, also with 12. Claire, Proogs, Shapes, all on 11 there, and a couple of 10s dotted about. P5, DMC. Hello, how much? Welcome to the stream. Brand new Halo also on a 10 over there. Well, it's the halfway point, but we've got 3 more categories to get through, and David, it's time to pick the next one. 69, Australia. Drinking in France, Junior Eurovision, or Belgium? What are you going for next? Australia by Sam, our friend from down under. Sam, your Australia question pack. In fact, Sam messaged me the other day saying, I think I wrote 3 spotlight packs. And I said, I think I put them into the game, but I'll double check and let you know. This will be confirmation that they have indeed gone in. These are quite recent ones that have come in from Sam. 3 exclamation marks into the chat if you want to play your Joker on Australia. Toots, Innes, both activating up here. Remember, you don't have to play a Joker, but you can't use it in the final. Jogging Chum as well. Jogging Chum, Innes, and 2 activated multipliers. Double points if you're right, -1 if you're wrong. David, can you keep this roll going? You've been a great contestant so far. Let's go to your 10th question on Australia. Be your first question on Australia, be your 10th question overall. Shut up, Ben. Get on with reading the questions. How many of the 7 wonders of the modern world are in Australia? None, 1, or 2? Answer now. RNG, for once in its life, actually getting them in the right order. Pog. None of them, I'm afraid, was the answer. I did look. This is quite a recent one. 7 modern wonders of the world. The Great Wall of China, the Chichen Itza El Castillo, the Petra, Machu Picchu, Christ the Redeemer, the Colosseum, and the Taj Mahal make up the 7 wonders of the modern world, none of which are in Australia. If you gave me A0, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. David continues to fire through. Not many others doing so. Quite a few thinking at least one of them's in Australia, but unfortunately not. Uluru and the Great Barrier Reef, possibly 7 wonders of the natural world, maybe? I'm not sure. The 7 wonders of the modern world, huh?
Uluru was built.
Was it?
There are ones that are just called, I think, just...
Uluru wasn't built.
I don't know. Somebody just said built there. I couldn't.
No.
I was reading.
Uluru is a giant rock in the middle of Central Australia. It's
somebody saying there it was built in the 1700s.
It's like
anyway,
5 miles.
There are certain
It's
things that are just 7 wonders of the world, like the springs we went to recently, Blue Lagoon. That's one of the wonders of the.
Oh, is it?
It says it on all the posters. When
I
you're
wasn't looking at the posters. I wasn't reading anything. I was on holiday. No, we do got 7 wonders of the ancient world, modern world. There's different wonders of the world, but can confirm Big Rock. I've been there. I know. That's it. I've been there. I had my photo taken in front of it. It is a giant rock. It certainly wasn't built, unless it was by aliens, of course. Anyway, David, you're flying. Let's go on to the next question. CV Wonder is none of them, sadly. That's a missed opportunity. What is the surname of the ex-Australian Prime Minister who had the famous campaign slogan Kevin 07? Was it Gillard, Rudd, or Howard? Answer now. Former Prime Minister of Australia, Kevin Rudd. B was the answer we were after there. And if you gave me B, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. David continues to fly through. It means you will get to pick the 5th category here, David. Or if you can get all the way to the end, that would be just a wonderful thing. You're going to get to pick the next one, but you've got one more question on Australia first of all. Let's take a look at it now. The wheels have come off, Lupine. Question 3 on Australia. Port Lincoln, Port Augusta, and Port Pirie are in which Australian state? Is it South Australia, Queensland, or is it Western Australia? Answer it now. Got to whisper it, DVD Smith. Got to whisper. May not have accepted your answer. It was wrong anyway. A, South Australia is what we were after there. And if you gave me that, you go green. If not, you will go red. And David, the first stumbling block for you all game. It's taken 12 questions, but you finally missed one, which means the pressure is going to be on for the next question. You need to now get 2 right in a row if you would like to retain the spotlight. With only 2 categories to go, we're all rooting for you. Let's pick category number 5. 69, Drinking in France, Junior Eurovision or Belgium by Only Zeus, Dogfish and Shapes respectively. Where are you going next? We are taking Shapes' Belgian pack. Shapes, 3 points to you, 25 pennies or however many it is, and you won't be able to answer these questions. 2 further opportunities to use your Joker if you would like to, and 3 exclamation marks into the chat if you'd like to play it on Belgium by Shapes, and you need to do that now. Could very much be my downfall, says David. Flurry of activity there. Apodo, Aaron, AB Me, DVD Smith, whoever's behind the exclamation mark that I can't see, Oni, and Fluid Fernando. There we go. So Apodo, Aaron, AB Me, Jack, Fernando, DVD, and Oni all activating Jokers on this round. Only one more category. If you do want to play a Joker, you'll have to do it on the next one. David, you've got to get 2 in a row if you want to stay in the spotlight. Well, let's go and have a look at your first question on Belgium. Well, Bitter Otter, remember, if you don't know and you play a Joker, you can abstain. There is no penalty for abstention with the Joker, only wrong answers with the Joker. So you can still play that Joker, and if you don't know, just sit it out. So just something to bear in mind. Question number 1 on Belgium. Eddie Merckx is a 5-time winner of which sporting event? Formula 1 World Championship, Tour de France, or Wimbledon? Answer now. Merchik, possibly? I think it's probably B. Yeah, that's what I would have guessed, having proofed the pack a long time ago. Yes, 5-time winner of the Tour de France. And if you gave me B, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. Merckx, thank you very much, Shapes, for the pronunciation tip. Green or red for David? He's gone green. He's saved a life. My goodness me, David, if you get this one right, you've bought yourself at least a little bit of time. And you will have brought yourself through to the final selection of the pack, but you've got to get this one right. Pressure on here on Belgium from Shapes. Here's question number 2. Who is currently King of the Belgians? Philippe, Albert II, or Baudouin? Answer now. Pretty sure it's A or B. If pressure, I'd go A. David, are you thinking like me? That was my gut instinct, would have been Philippe. A or B. Another callback to a Keshi Millionaire run. If you gave me A, Philippe, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A fist pump from David. What could it mean? He's saved himself and he's got back in the game. That means even if you get the next question wrong, David, you are still not dropped to more than 2. You've still not dropped to 2 out of 3 incorrect. So you are going to get to pick the final category. If you can get to the final, and it's probably bears me going over to have a look at the what game is this? Spotlight, not Wheel of Fortune. Spotlight leaderboard. The high score is currently tied between Ian, Dominic and Toot on 56. In the final, there's 5 questions and you get as many points as you've got for each question. So this could be, genuinely sweating, this could be a magnificent entrance to the leaderboard if you can keep this up. I don't want to put the pressure on you. There is another category to go and one more question on Belgium. Let's take a look. It proves exciting, isn't it? It is exciting. Good luck. Still a world record. How many days passed between the Belgian general election of the 13th of June 2010 and the subsequent appointment of a coalition government? 541, 450 or 365? Answer now. Nice politics question for Jack, who's pogging away. Surely it was more, it wasn't a year. Wow, 541. 541. If you gave me that, you are going to go green. If you did not, you are going to go red. David tripping up again, but you got the 2 before it right, so you're still 2 out of 3. But it does mean your final is going to live or die on the first 2 questions of the final category that you pick. If you can get the first 2 right, you are into the final. If you do not get the first 2 right, then I am afraid you will be ejected from the spotlight. A lot of pressure. And if you haven't played your Joker yet, this is your last opportunity to do so on the category that David's about to pick. Let's go back to the category board. 69 by Oni. Drinking in France by Zeusless. Junior Eurovision by Dogfish. Which is it going to be? I know which I'd go for, but I've seen all 3 packs. Big decision. We're going for Drinking in France by Zeus, which means only 69 pack and Dogfish's Junior Eurovision pack will be rolled back into the database for another day. Zeus, I don't think Zeus is here tonight, but we'll get the pennies, but obviously won't get the points because he's not in the game. If you want to play your Joker, last opportunity to do so, 3 exclamation marks into the chat. The category is Drinking in France and it's by Zeus. Free Ruckus, Kegler, Pyro. All activating Jokers here. And just the 3, so if you've not used a Joker, then that is going to be it. No Joker for you. Perfectly valid tactic to play because there's jeopardy as well as reward on the Joker. David, we're all behind you here. We'd love to see you get a big win here in Spotlight tonight. Bearing in mind you can get up to 19, 5 questions in the final. That could be a score of 95, and that would surely take some beating. Good luck. Question number 1. Which of these French wine regions stretches to the most northerly point? Bordeaux, Loire, Beaujolais. Answer now. I think it's Bordeaux. Loire's like in the middle. Oh God, I'd have been wrong. I thought Loire was in the middle. Maybe I'm mixing it with Dordogne. Dordoigne's really south. Loire is... I thought Loire was quite far down, but if you gave me Loire, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. David's going to keep his cards close to the chest in the chat. Good luck. Oh no! David! Oh mate! Devastated. Absolutely devastated. But what an absolutely spectacular run of Spotlight right there, David. That was just one of the best plays, one of the longest plays I've seen. I think we did have Ian did manage to go through the whole pack. I think 2 came in quite early on into the game, possibly, but maybe it wasn't the whole thing. But David just too short of the end. That honk is certainly in order for you there. Mass applause. And we'll have a pain to go with. On a French question, it makes sense to give you some bread. Bread. Pain, yes, the French word for bread. But absolutely terrific effort there, David. And you still got a strong game going on in the wings, so you may be in line for a medal after all this. But for now, I'm afraid you have been ejected from the Spotlight. Just 2 questions. I feel like I need to do... No, I don't need to do that. I just think I'm just turning it into 500 questions at that rate. I can't just nick 500 questions and say we'll just do the whole thing. We'll just do the whole database. We get through it all, and after the 8 categories have gone, then it does a final and then it restarts. But no, we're not going to do that yet. Right, we have got the small matter of 2 more questions on drinking in France. And we need to put somebody else in the spotlight. So how this is going to work, the more points you have, the more chance you have of getting into the spotlight. So everybody gets 1 raffle ticket, and then every point you've got on top of that gives you another one. So the more points you've got, the more chance you have of getting in. Let's put another player into the spotlight. Lupine, you are in the spotlight. Opportunity to finish off this pack. All you've got to do is get either of the last 2 questions right, and you will be in the final. You want to try and get both of them so that you can get 2 points per question in this final rather than 1. Whisper something to the bot to confirm you're still here, Lupine, and the game will continue. Lupine confirming his presence. Drinking in France, question number 2. I thought I won't be... yes, that means you won't be facing your own Eurovision question. No, you Dogfish wrote Eurovision. I'm sure I won't face my own question. Yes, correct. So if one of your packs has gone tonight, Lupine, it won't be that. That will be the pack question that's omitted from the final. Conventions, that was the one. So yes, there won't be a conventions question in the final. If you get there. Let's get there first of all. Drinking in France, question 2. If you ordered a jus d'ananas in France, what flavoured juice would you expect to get? Apple, pineapple, blackcurrant. Answer now. I think it's B. I'm right, it is B. Huh?
I suspect.
Did you know that?
I did. You got to remember, only half my brain is working at the moment.
That's fair enough.
Half is scrambled eggs. So.
Okay. Pineapple, jus d'ananas, or d'ananas if you prefer. Pineapple, yes, pineapple juice. And if you gave me B, you'll go green. If not, you're going to go red. Plenty of greens there. And Lupine booking his slot in the final with the correct answer there. We want to get you this last question right as well. David has also got that one right. It'd be interesting to see if David gets the remaining 2 questions right. That would just be a cruel twist of RNG there, putting the questions in that order. But one more question. Let's take a look. Which of these French spirits is apple flavoured? Cointreau, Calvados, Absinthe. Answer now. Cointreau's orange, Absinthe is aniseed. Calvados was the only answer there that you could have gone for. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it wasn't the other 2. Absinthe isn't mint, it's aniseed, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Absinthe is aniseed.
I thought creme de menthe was mint.
Creme de menthe is mint. I've only drunk... Absinthe is hell flavoured. Yes, it is Joggy Show. It is green, yeah. No, I've only had it once when I was in Prague for my friend Adam's 21st birthday. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was aniseed. It was like, I felt at the time it was like really, really strong Sambuca, and I did like 1 shot and thought that was enough. If you gave me Calvados, you're going to go green. If not, you'll go red. David getting that one wrong, so maybe that's a little bit of scant consolation there for you, David, in that actually didn't matter the order of that pack. It would have been a downward turn anyway. But commendation to you, and still potentially in line for a medal here come the end of this.
Sorry to disturb.
Oh, there's a sleepy puppy on the floor down here. But it is Lupine who is going through to the final. We won't get the question on convention, so all the other categories we'll see, we'll get 1 more of each of them, possibly in a random order, and Lupine is going to be playing for 2 points for each in the final, which means he's got a maximum of 12 he could acquire, which would give him 4th place on the leaderboard if you can get all 5 correct, Lupine. As for everybody else, same rules apply. No jokers, 1 point for right answers, no penalty for wrong answers. How many can you get? Let's find out. Let's go to the Spotlight final. So the Spotlight knowledge is by everybody. I'm just going to check something very quickly on the script. I've just had a thought about something. Codes are fine. There was a bug when I first did the automating of the tools where if players were on 0, it added them and gave them 0 points, which causes a bug which crashes the system online. And I was just checking it wasn't in this game, but it's not. I've fixed it, so it's good. So as explained, we'll have 1 question from each of the categories we've seen, minus conventions, because that was written by Lupine, who's in the final, and Lupine's playing for 2 points per question. Let's go to the first. And I know I need to add the category name there, which I haven't done yet, on the to-do list for this game. Question number 1. In Doctor Who, before regenerating, the 11th Doctor spent approximately 900 years defending the inhabitants of which planet? Was it Trenzalore, was it Mondas, or was it Appalachia? Answer now. Apalachia was the setting of The Girl Who Waited with the hand bots, I believe. Mondas, where the Cybermen came from, featured in the season 10 finale with Peter Capaldi and Pearl Mackey's Bill Potts. Trenzalore, on the field of Trenzalore at the falls of the 11th question. Fall of the 11th, the question will be answered that must never be answered. Hidden in plain sight, Doctor Who is the question, and it was Trenzalore was the answer. A. If you get me A, you'll go green. If not, you'll go red. Love from Gallifrey, boys. Indeed so. We've gone off to a strong start, up to 4 points now. And thank you to... Who wrote the Doctor Who pack? I want to say... I actually can't remember, but... if you did write a pack, you cannot answer your question in the final. It was Topper. Thank you, Topper, for that question. Which would also explain why Topper didn't answer, although I think Topper may be AFK, not sure. Let's go on to question 2. I quite enjoyed that episode, actually, Jack, Time of the Doctor. I didn't think it was bad. Question 2. Where does the Winter Fire Festival up Heli-R take place? Lofton Islands, Norway. Shetland Islands, Scotland. There. Answer now. Vestmannaeyjar Archipelago, Iceland. Just come back from Iceland, didn't learn word 1 of Icelandic. It is the Shetland Islands in Scotland, and thank you to Proogs for this question on festivals. Let's take a look and see what you said. If you gave me B, you go green. If not, you go red. Lupin slipping up on this one, sticking on 4 points, but a few correct answers dotted around in the wings there. Nicely done. Let's go back to the question board for question 3. Of these actors, who was not born in Australia? Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, Rebel Wilson. Answering now. And thank you to Sam as Acidic for this question. It's Russell Crowe, actually born in New Zealand. This one I do remember from the trivia that was given. Yes, Russell Crowe, born in New Zealand. Yeah, the thing is, the problem with Spotlights, I never know what's going to come up. I don't actually keep the citations and the trivia handy, which I should probably do. Maybe I need to write it into the pack somehow, and then it could debug it for me. Something to think about. If you gave me B, Russell Crowe, you go green. If not, you'll go red. Lupin back on form here, up to 6 points, now playing for 10 points in the final, which would give him joint 5th place with Oni, tied with Oni in 5th, if you can get these next 2 questions right, Lupin. Let's go on. Question number 4. Which of these classic soul songs was written in the Belgian coastal city of Ostend? All Night Long, All Night, Upside Down, or Sexual Healing? Answer now. Thank you to Shapes for this question, who will not be able to answer. So, was that Marvin Gaye? When I get that feeling, I want a sexual feeling, sexual feeling, baby, 'cause I love you. C, Sexual Healing, green if you're right, red if you're not. Sectional ceiling. Lupine is firing through here, up to 8 points now in the Spotlight final. Ben turning, no, that was Mrs. Flush turning into a goose there. So there's a honk back at her, but I'm singing Sexual Healing. That feeling. So now we're getting the meow, getting the caterwaul of doom. Let's just take a look at these wing scores just before the final question. Lupine's actually way out of run, but 1 point in front, 21 at the moment. We've got a Claire and a Proogs and a DMC all on a 20, and we've got a David on a 9. Aaron's also on 20. We've got a Jack and a David and a Keshi all on 19 here. So potentially multiple medals going out in this game. One more question, Lupine. It's for you. Oh, it's for everyone, but Lupine's in the spotlight. Hello, Sam. So welcome to the stream. Christ on a bike. Is that at my singing Sexual Healing? Sorry, I had to come into that. Sam. Question 5. What does P stand for in a VSOP cognac? Protege. Pale. Premier. Answer now. Thank you to Zeus for this question. D. Piss. Piss.
I was thinking penis, actually.
You're thinking penis. There's a gag there somewhere. Pale. Very superior old pale cognac is what that
Very
one is.
superior old penis.
Very superior old penis would also... No. It's pale. If you gave me that, you go green. If not, you're going to go red. A brighter shade of pale. Oh, no, I'll show you the answers first of all. And Lupine's managed to get 4 out of 5 in the final, taking him up to 10 points. And at the end of all that, let's award some medals. Lupine, you are our Spotlight champion. And if that wasn't mean enough for David to be taken away with just 2 questions to go, he's also denied a medal by a single point. David, commiserations to you. But we have got 2 gold medalists there in the shape of Lupine and Toot on 22 points. DMC taking the silver along with Claire, both on 21, and Prugs, Aaron and Keshi Head taking the bronze on 20. So Lupine, a leaderboard score of 10, 5th on the leaderboard, and a gold medal. Not a plus. Of course, Lupine, you will get 22 times 5, so that's 110. God, I can't maths. 110 pennies, plus you get the extra 10 for being a slot. So 120 pennies for this game, Lupine, plus your gold medal. Not a bad night's work, I would have thought. Let's award these. This will take me a little while. So golds, let's go Lupine 1 first. Gold medalist. And then we'll go DMC taking a silver medal. Is that your first medal, DMC? If so, well done. I'll just check the board in a minute. And Keshi Head as well, since you're all sort of next to each other. And the hot seat medalist is also the Lupine one, who goes with 10 spotlight points. That should write it automatically to the board. Lupine, DMC, Keshi, and Lupine. Award medals, 10 spotlight points. Hooray. There's that one done. And now let's go. Now cut that out. Also taking a gold medal. And Claire also taking a silver medal, and Aaron also taking a bronze medal. Let's award those to Claire, Aaron, award medals. And Prugs also taking a bronze medal, and I think that was it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1. Prugs taking the bronze. Award medals. Grand. There we go. GG's everybody. I remember what I was about to do, yeah. Skip the life and dango and turn cartwheels across the floor. I was feeling kinda seasick. I don't like this organ sound. Oh, that's the one I wanted. But the crowd called out for more. The room was humming harder. Ah, bollocks. G. As the ceiling blew away. I don't know the Muppets version. When we called out for another drink. That's really high. The waiter brought a tray. And so... No, that's not as good. Ah. And so it was later. Yeah, Megs can't hear the piano. As the miller told his tale.
It feels like I'm in some...
But her face at first is ghostly. Turn. Now I'll go back to the rotary organ because that was awesome. Turn whiter, shade of pale. Sorry, I really like that song. So it just said "Whiter Shade of Pale." The Muppet Show theme, isn't that?
Something like that.
Something like that. Notes of that general effect. Sing the "Whiter Shade of Pale" lyrics to the Muppets. We skip the light fandango as a miller told his tale that a face that ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. That sort of works a little bit. I don't listen to a huge amount of Radio 4, must admit. Anyway, that was an entertaining moment. Thank you, Aaron. You're very kind. Anyway, that is going to be it from me for tonight, because it's nearly 11 o'clock and the clocks are going to go forward. Welcome back, Kesh. It's great to have you with us. Welcome anytime. So, what's coming up? Topper's got his season finale tomorrow. I don't know why I said finale like Joker says Murray in the film Joker, but how about another joke, Murray? Top Roll Gaming Season 2 finale, double elimination going on over there. Oh, sorry, babe. So do go and give him a cheeky little follow if you're so inclined for some more trivia this weekend. Bash is going to be here next week. It's time for Ash the Bash to do a stream on Wednesday. It's time for Ash the Bash to play Redacted on Wednesday. So 80_bash. So that works. So 80_bash. So it's time to go to his and play Redacted on his stream on Wednesday next week.
Stream on Wednesday quiz or something.
Stream on Wednesday quiz. Yeah, that works.
There you go.
Jeremy Hardy would be proud. Is he? Whose line is it anyway, Bod? Possibly. Sounds like something he'd do. That's, anyway, Wednesday 30th of March, 8 p.m. over on Bash's channel. You've got Redacted. And then the following Friday is an April Fool's special, because it's April Fool's Day, of course, next Friday. April Fool's special over with Bash next Friday at 8 p.m. I'm not saying any more than that. I can neither confirm nor deny whether I do or do not know what is going to be a thing or not. Or perhaps I don't. But I'm not saying either way. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun, I'm sure. Bash next Friday, April Fool's special. Be there at Quiz Night. As for little old me here, we have got a couple more things to look forward to before the end of this season. Tuesday, it says Word Chain Royale. I've sort of semi-retired Word Chain Royale, so that might turn into Twitch Plays Word Duel. Or something else. So, bear in mind, I've got another starter game sort of in the pipeline. I don't anticipate it being ready for Tuesday, but you never know. So something wordy at the beginning, probably. We've then got The Purge by Sam is Acidic and Danger Zone by Prug. So double dose of intense trivia action on Tuesday. That's from 8 p.m. BST. Remember, the clocks go forward this evening, so we lose an hour in bed, but we're that much closer to the end of the universe. Casual nihilism. So that's Tuesday with me, Purge by Sam and Danger Zone by Prugs. It is the playoffs in the arena on Thursday at 7. That'll be the last Thursday stream at 7 p.m. After that, for Season 7, they're going to revert to 8 p.m. They will still be shorter streams, but they'll be at the more regular time of 8 p.m. So the arena playoffs this Thursday at 7. And Saturday the 2nd of April, that's next Saturday, it is number one to start with, and then the final triple bill of the season of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Packs from Toot, Colo and Sam. And a message from our sponsor, Digital David.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you, David, for the 100 bits. And, hey, well done, because I know you don't do hot seat games all that often. I've not seen you all that often in a hot seat game. So if that was a first appearance or a not very often appearance, that's a commendable appearance. So kudos to you and great to have you along. Thank you for the support. and for those 100 bits right there. Very grateful to you. So that'll be Saturday, the 2nd of April, Triple Bill of Millionaire. And then the following week is sort of finale week, and I'm celebrating by not doing quite as much. It's the Tuesday will be Plinko by me, Escape Artist by Bod, Abyss by Lupine, and Risky Business by Apodo. So I think that's catching up. That's a longer stream because that's catching up from probably from when I was away. So 4 games, Plinko, Escape Artist, Abyss, and Risky Business. And then the following Saturday, the 9th of April, my mind's gone blank from me, Data Leak by Oni, the final of the arena by Bod, Google That by me, which may very well be a staff game, which means I may very well invent something else to go at the end of that. And of course, the penny prize draw, all of those pennies that you've been earning this season, they will be potentially put towards some random prizes. Abyss is new-ish. When was Abyss? November, October last year, maybe. There's been a few new games, which I look forward to sharing with you in due course. Let me give you some endgame pennies as well, just to wrap the night up. If you want to grab 10 more pennies, add to your total. Remember, penny price draw is not far away. I've got a new game in the pipeline. I'm then off for a couple of weeks, mainly because Easter's really busy with church stuff and whatnot. So I'll be taking the whole of the following week off, and I will be back for Season 7 with the Face Off opening ceremony, if you like. Yes, Face Off is coming back. Applications are open now. We are up to about 22, I think, maybe 23. If you would like to take part in the upcoming Face Off tournament, you'll need a tournament rulebook, which is right there. In fact, I could just copy the whole thing, can't I? You can copy emojis these days. It's quite clever. Haven't yet done that. I think I might need to tweet about it or possibly put it in the server. Basically, I've got someone who's applied who looks like it's a real application, but they don't have a Twitch name. So no, you won't be, because I don't log email addresses. I don't necessarily have a way of contacting you unless you give me a Discord name, and I rather foolishly didn't ask for it. So, but I know almost all. There's one name I don't know that I need to hunt down that person. So I will at some point be in touch one way or another. I think you should, Keshi. So that's all kicking off on the 23rd of April, which will be the Season 7 opener, and then Face Off, permeating throughout the whole of Season 7.
That's a very different contest.
That's a very different sort of game, that is. Anyway, we'll stop that bonus right there come the end of the night. That is going to be it from me. So much going on with not just me, but the wider quizzing community as well. Topper tomorrow, Bash for Redacted, and April Fool's Special next Friday. I'm, of course, here Tuesday and Saturday at 8, Thursday at 7, and I look forward to seeing you then. Don't forget to put your clocks forward an hour this evening, or you'll all be late for your Lions tomorrow, which would never do. Until next time, good night from Mrs. Flush. I think Mrs. Flush and I are probably going to go to bed. I've been Royal Flush. You have been playing a scheduled Spotlight at Game Night. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure. And is there anyone to raid just before we go? No, really. We'll leave the raid off tonight. We'll leave the raid off, I think.
Lions.
Lions?
David, my lions are like, I'm guessing they're cats? You have cats?
Either that or he works at the zoo. Either way,
it's milking time at the lion.
Thank you all, everybody, for watching. Do take care of yourselves. Be splendid, marvellous, and safe as always out there. Until next time, I've been Royal Flush. This has been Mr. Flush. Take care. Peace out and good night.